silence, we take a stand. For the people who cry for the dreams that fade, we speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True Media go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know how make we talk. True Media Radio on FM 103.9.
Now God we dey Friday, now true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For so long, we go stand tall. Radio True Media,
one voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night. Because we believe in hard work and faith to Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth me get radio.
3.9.
This is Truth Radio, 103.9 FM. We empower the nation.
Mina Yusuf Jalo, the Cow Footprints, and you they listen to Truth Radio on 103.9 FM, live from Freetown. Na to the last.
Matonya ye pe gwo ela we. Tonya ye pe gwo ela ngatu ya gwo ngweza wa to minani FM we. Tonya ye pe gwo ela ngatu ya gwo ngweza wa to minani FM. Tamianga tu atonya ye pe gwo ela we. Anya buda tonya ye mi aloma. Tonya ye le mi amome. Ya bone jagbe nya le ngeja ti anya le dwe mi do onya ngongo lo tonya ye pe gwo ela we. Mi atanu isi vena. Na bolo abo mi do eva. Anya buda je pe gburu abo mi wa bi do tonya ye pe gwo ela. Amiaga tole apapa ngoti taloba pepe nebe da penegbe nugo ma o aya gbogbe chawa to mi na ni FM ne ma ya mi abede bede amukeni mo de skinny money da kesa kesa me bi lo to me bo. Kamya ga pinga
It's a beautiful country. It's beautiful people.
Beautiful country with beautiful people. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning and welcome to another edition, start of another working week today on Monday, February 23rd, 2026. I will tell Allah thank you for your life. I hope I get a very good weekend. A peaceful one, enjoyable one. If you're not fasting during this month of Ramadan and Lent season, but we tell Allah thank you for life. It is always a blessing for wake up and come here and get the energy and the strength for able can do this. I tell God plenty thank you. Tell him thank you for the continued energy and strength for continue for do this. And thanks to Lala CDB for always reminding us that Salona we all own. And this country is a beautiful country, land of milk and honey, as my brother DJ Bass used to say. We still look forward to for lick the honey and enjoy the milk as well. Hopefully one day, one fine day, we as a people will enjoy whatever this country has, and we'll get through challenges, but generally we all go agree say things are better for us. We're able to address social services, employment, people can get job, people can live a better life and a dignified life, inshallah, then they go happen one fine day. Yes, it's just start with just one leader. That's what I believe. I always can tell people around me, say, it's just one leader. There's one person who will change everything. Put the people at the center of everything. I'm sure we all had a very good weekend, but for some people and some areas, the weekend wasn't good because of politics, elections, and all of it. Things are going to discuss on the program this morning. But again, like my colleague Dixon been saying, 2026 is a year of politics and elections. I can tell and say if in a suit here and he predicts he's getting it right. He clearly said this 2026 is going to be a year of full-fledged politics, and that is what we're seeing. But yeah, politics is part of us and it's our life. We need to get involved in them. Either way, if you don't get involved in it, it will come to you. We only play which kind of politics people are directly involved in politics. But what in making says the energy where we can put from politics, party politics, man, for that kind of energy they would put for all we political leaders, them accountable as well. We tell them say, we won't be no promises, we are not fulfiller. Now this kind of energy they put for go after una for ensure say una fulfill una promise, man. Things will change, man. Imagine place like Falaba we get all the challenges where this country they face, where people in the face of this country. If a school hot, where school picking and they use for land and burn and down. Politics not for any side people and their disagreements go there, plaba go there, but politics you not go get disagreement, but not for be violent. Not for and it things that keeps occurring, especially with the two main political parties there. And the energy where we the ordinary people and can put party there in politics, man. And they imagine say if now they same kind of energy how they put them for all them accountable where they get power, where we elect them, whether in a parliament, whether in the executive arm, things go change, then go afraid. Wallahi, they'll man. Anyways, good morning and welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Hope I get a very good weekend. Good morning. If you prepare the picking and this morning for go school, you dey home, whether you dey drive, keke, you taxi, you car, you dey go to work or you dey travel. Good morning and welcome. I want to say very good morning to His Excellency the President, the First Lady and the First Family and the security officers them. I want to say very good morning to military officers them as well. Now Wilberforce Barracks. Now, all the barracks them across the country, including Juba Barracks, the controversial Juba Barracks. Good morning and welcome. And good morning to all with forces them, the security sector, the police, firefighters, the correctional officers, with traffic wardens them, and private security agencies. And people who they provide security for we whilst we are asleep. We salute you and thank you for our service as well. But for say very good morning to women they sweep, they still sweeping. Women the way they clean the roads them for we, in the morning and we come and please, not to wait or tina treat. If you drink what and this they drive be one puda man. I just see somebody send plastic. Now Eastern actually, yes. Somebody send plastic out. I say, God man. We attitude. I see them don't clear up Equa Street. Again, my man Trevor Young, thanks for all you're doing, brother. Thanks for all you're doing. Thanks for all the effort. Thanks for all the time in reminding these people. Thanks for joining, this group of citizens. We care about waiting they happen in our country, waiting they happen in our city. I see you go na the Aberdeen Creek as well. I was telling Trevor, say, Brian, that would always alarm te. That place there, if you can recall, in 2018, was it 2018, before the elections, the previous government, then go and clear under all, Dr. Blyden be they analyze one time, say, waiting make the APC been lost Aberdeen and Lumley. Now one of the reasons they done and they then clear that area, the people have been there at the creek and all. And at that time they been book some beach fronts and back. So we had an opportunity where this government kind of power for protect that place. Successive ministers then don't come. If you see the people all the billion, I then tell you the people the way they bank under for building. That place they get for jam. The Aberdeen end. Forget about the Aberdeen end back safe. Cambien, Kokulbe, Cockrill, and see how then the bank under. They get for jam. They get for some area then they connect. One side the tourist board they make walkway. You can go walk a day, you watch them board them. Well, you walk on the creek safe na the mangroves. Somebody don't run fence yonder, bruh. So, anyway. Hopefully, them go listen. Hopefully. But we can wait till problem kinde. Now so the barrier starts. Now so all the side of the forest, where deforestation, it starts small. Authorities and they are aware. The media go raise alarm. Organizations and go raise alarm. Individuals and we get interest and go raise alarm. But no one cares. No one cares because it's powerful people who are doing it. Very, very powerful people, influential people. And when they are involved in it, it becomes very, very difficult for control. Not ordinary person. They go bank them place and they and build it. Right in front of we, the creek don't go, the mangroves say all they don't cut them. You know? Country then they get them place and they make them, they protect them, make them fine, bruh. But we all my one bill every side. Every side. They got a pre. Well, good morning and welcome. It is always a blessing for getting on at the program. All we viewers them right across the country on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And we listeners them on radio land on FM 103.9. We partners them na Pujeun, na Bo, na Pujeun, Kailaun, Falaba. We want to say very good morning and welcome. Today we get for go around the country. We want to get a view of the outcome of the APC lower level election. We ever talk to the coordinator of the we manage the election as well, and we get some very good conversation today. We ever talk to some of the Flagbearer aspirants them forget the assessment of the lower level election. We see poster where they go say this now this person don't win, now this person don't get the delegates them or the people they will win. So we just want to get the reflection of how they participate in the process and waiting at the assessment. Good morning and welcome. Let's start with prayers as always. This program we pray, we seek God in guidance and blessing our life. We seek salvation, we seeking protection as well. For we serve as a people, for we leaders them. And we country, you know, may God make this place a better place because now we did, now we sabi, you know, get no side for go pa. If you are better we all, irrespective of who that in a power. If it goes bad, it affects all of us. So let us pray. Join us in prayers this morning as we start the devotion. And as always, as my man can say amen or amen wherever you are, because we don't sabi you in prayer, the answer it can be you, it can be me. Let us pray.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك لنا فيما أعطيت اللهم بارك لنا فيما أعطيت وأعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إسرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم لا سهلا إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك اللهم أنت ربنا لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمده ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك.
Father, in the name of Jesus and by the power in the Holy Ghost, I commit we beloved land, Sierra Leone. I pray, O God, for your hand of protection over this nation. I pray that the blood of Jesus will be the shield and protection over this land. I come against violence. I come against political violence. Come against tribal violence. I ask, O God, that you go bind we all in this nation and division no go take place among we in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I commit the ministers then I you handle God. I pray, O God, that they go serve the people then as the oath way they take in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
I pray that you will give them divine wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and come against self-interest in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I pray that they will get the wisdom for decide on things where will be beneficial to every Sierra Leonean in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I commit the president now your hand. I pray, oh God, that your hand will be over with president. I pray that you will protect the president from harm and danger. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I cover our president with the blood of Jesus in family, in home, in the name of Jesus Christ. Pray that you will give him the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding. And by the power of God, it will bring all Sierra Leoneans together, and unity will prevail in this nation. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, we commit the Sierra Leoneans and Ayuan. Go prevail in this nation, love and harmony. Inside Jesus' name. Amen.
Bless me with money and pikin. Now God don't do one for me. He look me big and change me story. Now God don't do one for me. Plenty thank you, plenty thank you, plenty thank you. Now God don't do one for me. You give me colapso, give colapso, give colapso. Tribulation go come. No worry, be still and know that I am your God. The enemy will put you to shame. No worry, be still and know that I am your God. Still and know that I am your God. No worry, be still and know that I am your God. Still and know that I am your God. No worry, be still and know that I am your God.
For we, anything what they do, we never forget God. For tell God thank you. Amen. Amen to them prayers, and they God continue for giving leaders them the knowledge and understanding. Say, like I always say, the actions and decisions them within they take. If it's good, it's better for all of us. But if it's bad, it affects millions of people. Not just them personal, decisions them way then they take. There's some positions where you own a society. It's if you make one small mistake, then it affects the whole nation. And we don't see how people who've been very, very powerful, arrogant, and all, how they don't do things that will affect this nation. If you watch any other government we come, and go tell you say the one who been there, it like when they give us most of the decisions say we them been take, and like we they reset again, and I make it fine. Look, get people them we only agree say as a nation we get this idea, this plan, we get the right people in our positions, and we will elect the president get the right people who they support him. Because if whatever would ever come, even within government, the same government, can watch where president can do cabinet reshuffle, where other person come. It can tell like it starts all over again. It starts, it can come with your agenda, your idea. And we need to forget a country agenda and idea. You know? At that day we need to forget. I'm a man, they text me this morning, they ask about light. May I enjoy light over the weekend? Oh, yeah. Grant appear, brah. Yeah, from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, slept and left it at home. You know? But my man I stand, he said, and I read it outside them public notice the last time. I think it was on Friday. I think some partner Eastern get and say then they do some work or so. So I know there are a lot of people where some areas they not get, some areas they get, still get challenges, but hopefully things will get better one fine day. We they look forward to the MCC, we they look forward to the Nant Power na Kisi. They look up to the solar power them way and they put up and all. Hopefully they go address the electricity challenge with time. But a dry season they come, and it finally EDSA explain to people them waiting at the plan, especially during the dries, because I'm sure Bumbuna will go down somehow. The power then go the supply not go be too much. But waiting at the alternative. Hopefully those are questions we'll be asking. You know. I was talking about politics this morning. I'm sure when I don't see the video, we reported that story, and I don't see the video of waiting happen at Flagbearer. And we imagine the time where the people in a Flagbearer take for put, even at that hot day, for put that day together no more. I understand Freddie get for give you update anyway. But they say that then they do preschool learning, and they picking in the land because the classroom they're not plenty. But if you get the energy for burn down some people are picking and they benefit from. Not some people in come out side go do them thing and they not people within that community then they. You get that kind of energy, but you don't get the energy for all you elected official or you politician accountable for make your life better, for make your community better. But you get the energy for faith, per politics, per election, per party politics. Now we know the problem. Sometimes it's not just the politician. The politician, they're not to alien them. Them political party they are where they produce government, where they kind of government appoint people. Not to alien them, not to other side and come on. Now people are can there within the political party them, people are within our community, people are who sabi. Some then now people can rush them back safe. Say, bra, go join politics so they support you. But we they use all kind of energy for faith and party politics. But we need to use that same energy there for ask we politician them about the betterment of we life. How they go make Flagbearer people then they complain about road every other time. Road social services. Now they use that energy there, but for born side una picking and they go land. Now see the school the way then they use for go do election, school community school. They watch them status them. They not get some. Then most of them not get water where they run. Now they use the energy then they for demanding thing then they say, boy, we picking and the candy school water no they una low get make wele water candy. And I don't know they use for go vote back on. I don't know the stone back. Una spoil the school. Oh, they'll begin playing politician there. Now we the people there. Now we safe. Until we understand say politics is not about singing, dancing, tonobo, and na me papa in tribe, na me grandpa in party. It's about delivery. Politics for deliver for you. Until we understand Nande. Now this same way we go deeper. Same way. It won't change for us. People will come and go. Then your life better. Come and go. Again, we play with your part. Raise awareness. Talk to people. But now we, the people, them for understand. Nobody in ambition, in power one-to-one. Not for make you go burn, put fire, na side picking in the land book. Nobody ambition, not for make you damage other person. kill other person or choke other person. Nobody ambition. Not forget you to that point there. Because at the end of the day, some of the people who own the faith for soul, we don't get empowered and they don't even care about you. Care about themselves and their family. Nothing they reach to una. Nothing. I don't tell una na check. Who stand last the politician that been going on host them for campaign na remote communities. Check who stand and candy back. Check if not open them politics here then they come meet una back. Who stand and they sit on no more than come say lo talk about waiting on a problem, lo get conversation. Oh, now ready for sing dance now fete. You don't involve fete, plaba fete, every other election, every other political party. Therefore fete, bonus, born property. We'll take we pledge and anthem this morning. As that now we commitment to this nation. Say this country big pass we all and we always put the interest above all else. We should put this country interest above all else. Beyond them political party they are. If we don't understand and they say them party are, we for begin all them. Remember the other day the PPRC man was here. He was saying the party they no they give the audited report. Imagine and they collect una money there. Now they pay membership card, una pay this, una pay that. The law say after every election, then for audit them, or annually, then for audit them, then for present audit reports to PPRC. Then I do that there. Una can ask how then they spend una money. Una they ask panem partia. And they question it. They una for the house, also for the fete, throw stone, born place. We'll take we pledge and anthem. When they come back, can do the roll call. We'll take few stories them and can talk to a guest in this morning. Continue for stay with we.
I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. I vow to serve her faithfully at all times. I promise to defend her honor and good name. Always work for her unity, peace, freedom, and prosperity, and put her interest above all else. So help me God.
I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. I vow to serve her faithfully at all times. I promise to defend her honor and good name, always work for her unity, peace, freedom, and prosperity, and put her interest above all else. So help me God, so help me God.
I will exalt thee when of thy free. Great is thy love, we are for thee. Standing united, ever we stand, singing thy praise, O lazy land. We raise up our hearts and our voices on high. The hills and the valleys echo our cry. Blessing and peace be ever alone. Land that we love, our Sierra Leone.
You know what time it is?
Youth man, question time. Youth man, question time. I make we land for ask questions. But things them where they happen now in sweet nation. You name the resources. Waiting them don't benefit this nation. From independence to 50 years of celebration. Where they make youth man and they think I'm say something for them better. I still under British colonization. Command they still not a question. Should be one of the richest countries in the world, but we still why we not a question? Why poor people just the poor? They rank and then they better. But why? Waiting do we not a question? Why make na salon no more the young not they grow? Oh salon. Why we not a question? Why make na ya no more education no they grow? Oh salon, how the internet slow. Now so we slow anyone then give me say oh. Big development, corruption, first position, clap for us. Yeah.
generation.
These two can for sponsor.
Go bear with a big Naboduya. Una kill we slow, una shoot we right on sight. Yeah, maybe then they go better. Everybody say, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Everybody say, na 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 na. Na 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 na. I go try all the best. Yes, I go try for unite this generation. Sabotage me, make them misunderstand the intentions. Making away smart, but must ask you the question. One day, mama, why we still live on the same conditions? Why? By then it go be big question. Imagine mama, papa making confrontation. All these pockets in a fire bone, now we all young. In order to they cut them and they see them, when I say them not for us, una nothing. Oh, how long for the ala for the moment? As 2-3 months pass so. Next man said, wait for you to for pattern a boy in this country.
You be my guide, Rastafari. Papa, you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is called the progress of the process. We are in Sudan tie and dirty character. Thief man, they are a thief now, this is them batter. I, Rasta man, me know Eric Cock and Bull, me represent blue, white and blue. That's what me have to do. You meet the water dirty, you know it make me settle. And then you jump beside, you don't dirty and more. Thief man, they are a thief now, this is them batter. Salon they go behind, who that now we go believe. Oh, this na wrong side life, now we they live so. If they are a thief, who that now we go believe. This na wrong side life, now we they live so. Sorry,
sorry. Who that now we for believe wrong side life now they live so. Until we self agree say for live a better life. You know, we all agree say for live a better life. We for all people the more they dance for. We want power. We then get power accountable. He expective. Because if you can burn property for person, if you can fet person for they get power, you for be bold for all that person they accountable for make your life better. Enough for be for you dance for a no more. Enough for be for you sing for a no more. Enough for be for you fet for a no more for get power or for retain power. After that process there, you forget the strength, you forget the zeal, you for believe and get the understanding. Say yes, I for all this person accountable. The thing what fet for and for now because he promised say they do this, they do that. If you not do them, you for all am accountable. I pray and wish, the kind of energy we can put from political party politics. We can put the same energy then they in holding them people they are who can sing, dance and fight for accountable. It go help. It go make them afraid. It go make them believe say people are actually they pay attention to what's in the happen. But we never sing, dance, and fetch we self born school, who say picking and they go land, choke other person, damage person. Then they no more with depend, and then they would enjoy. After that day, your community still they like a day, you na begin struggle for fence side for na picking the land back. That is undone. That should be condemned. Anyway, let's do the whole call. They can't talk to guests this morning. It's Monday, it's the start of another working week. Wish you a blessed week and welcome to another edition of the Truth Morning Devotion. Good morning, Lamboy Richie. Good morning, Abiba James, Gabriel Indolo Lebi, Mansu Macaulay, Kamara, Andrew Yandi, Yembe Mansare, Anthony Soare, Said Fofana, C. Yusuf Alpha, Terry Daike Kuma, Julius A. Conte, Mustafa Jane. Good morning, Ibrahim Mansare. It's Barisco, Nima Santos Toure, Tambalebi, Buya Badar Kouma, Richard Fallo Sandi, Charlie Dembre Bari, Kamara Daniel Idris, good morning. Mata Bangura, Aisha Kamara, good morning. Creo Bobo, good morning. Israel Jones, me I not believe Greece and illiteracy because you see people that were educated, elitist people that were educated. You can see them pane. Now then, sometimes and then I can fet pane election they are safe. Not so people that way no learn nothing or no go English book. Honestly, Dauda Tarawali, Albert Ia Bonzu, Adama Maxil, Komsin, Florence Lili Makata, Yusuf Sise. Good morning. Good morning, Thomas Daniel Sina. Good morning, Magdalene Massa Boima. Good morning, John Kagbo, Samora Lusain, Felicia Bokari, Musa Masakoi. Good morning, Kusna Bayo. Good morning, Dadino Abdul, Yanamina Kamara Freeman, Yusuf Rahman Sise, Lakaman, Almami Pupa Sise, Daniel Stevens, Kelly Ross, Abibatu Mansari Cleveland, Fuad Bangura Fuad, Sami, Terry Bayo, Musa Kemoba Sherif, good morning, Magdalene Massa Boima, Musa Flea, Alfios Kurma, Emmanuel Sa, Eddie Grant, good morning, John Karim Kali, Albert Lansana, Adoa Kitewa Boltman, Njai Willie, Ali Sayo Mara, Musa Dumbuya, good morning, Jibrila Kamara, Usman Thomas, good morning, Abdul Rahman Tijan, good morning, Emmanuel Tolly, good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Clementina James, good morning. Shiba Concept, the brand, Peter Beckley, P. Beck, so you enjoy Lights Nabo. Very good news. Hope myself, yeah, the weekend, yeah, I enjoyed the electricity. Lamana Ba Kamara, good morning. Alita Ansukata, Ibrahim Cole, good morning. Abdul Bangura, John Bull, Augustine Tamba, Shaw Ahmad Alpha. Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome. It's always a blessing for Getuna. We'll take some very quick stories, then we can join with colleagues and briefly for just give we updates about what's in the happen at the regions about the election. We'll take some stories quickly. Things way happen. So the president on Friday been announced the appointment of Edmond Alpha as chief electoral commissioner after 12 of the 14 political parties them been approved in begin and consent to the president for appoint Edmond Alpha, subject to parliamentary approval. I understand say you for go parliament for an approval, but this appointment don't come with a lot of controversial issues. The lawyer society say no, this shouldn't happen. They undermine the constitutional amendment process where they go on. Lawyer Basita Michael, when I've been president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, SEFCAM, say the Bar Association actually then commend the appointment, the first press statement with them pull public press statement, and lawyer Basita Michael, when I've been president of the bar, come out with a statement and say, no, this isn't right. This man not gonna parliament it. Una wait after parliament, then una can congratulate him. You know, so the bar association released another statement again. They released another statement who say them kind of like withdraw the initial statement and you know then they cause a lot of controversy, you know, but they don't they don't release another statement way different from waiting them in full force. Now then say then follow key interest and they wait for the pursuant to the approval, you know, of parliament, the man in Goan at parliament. So I see a lot of people and get interest. This post gets a lot of engagements now we Facebook page. There's also another story where we report we get for do with an old you know public notice where the Ministry of Information and Civic Education been published now on 2nd May 2025. But why we recall that notice say that because the minister announced na Radio Democracy say and therefore remove them, banner them, billboard them, political party they within a street, you know. But he referenced this public notice where them been pulled in 2025 May. But let we watch the video of the statement. Video credits to we colleagues them na Radio Democracy 98.1. Inside the minister make the statement. The minister say then get for then they on the process for remove the banner. Let's just watch the video quickly.
If you take IMC, will they begin regulate? You see right now, if you pass in the streets, all kind poster, then they put. Last year, government we put out a press release where say, no, you cannot do that. We been go, police been go clear them all. Where SLPP been they run, because I be so SLPP poster then. Now we been past that rule day. Police go and clear them.
So you look at the current political poster
they pull all come out.
Okay.
Because now they violate the laws of the country. We've been very clear. Where SLPP be the one, we've been go ahead, the police been pull all the one the way they. It's the same thing we get for Apple did. Because we get for create order. Advertisement is a whole area of public information. We don't experts them. You know, you just grab you go build some board frame, you go put your face across the street and block the street and create hazard and things like that. Companies and the way they do public advertisement, we registered, where they pay tax to local council, where they be regulated by IMC in terms of their content and all of that.
So the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Cheng Ba, when they talk about the plan for remove, billboards them where they across na Radio Democracy make that statement day during an interview at the morning program. But that they make we recall a reference. If you listen, a reference the statements with them been pulled, and that make we recall that statement day. So it will happen. The minister don't mention them, and hopefully sometime we'll have the minister here for talk more about that. Let me they go to the regions and quickly. We can talk to the coordinator of the elections management body, now the APC. But let me go to our colleagues in the region quickly for get a reflection of how the lower level elections been passed of the APC over the weekend. We go follow back quickly. So, man, Frederick Bilal Day on said. Good morning, Frederick.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Ba. Good morning, listeners.
Yes, Frederick, I think the major highlights of the election, now Falabadi, one of the big news come out about the one out with them building near the school where them been put on fire. You want to give a recap of what's actually happened quickly?
Yes, because we Truth Media post that out the dish, but good people that will say the side and the side and they sell food. But I reached out to the deputy headmaster and the place when I carry fire, and the headmaster tell me say that the community people and then come together for build that of the way then they put fire on that day. And that also about 35 speaking there. Now that they occupy there. And most of the one the way they go that the APC people the way they go, I interview for of them. They say they see blackboard and benches there, then they under the house and then put fire back. And the headmaster also confirm. Then away from that, the incident will happen. It is unfortunate, but let that kind of thing then happen within party to party. Because that is the reasons have been there at the scene na carry fire. And the two, I think they get two camps. The two camps, this one, then they chant this person in name, this other.
Na side way, then they use as classroom or not just hot way the outside?
Then they use as classroom. According to the deputy head teacher, it's not 35 speaking then they can use this. Now pre-primary school.
Then being arrest anybody in this whole fight?
Well, they not arrest nobody. The police then just want to calm the situation. Because then they see as in a party, now the same party, now they concept themselves. Then just try normal for let the situation calm down. Then dispatch everybody. Then the presiding officers cancel the entire election.
So how the election being end up? The election being go ahead or then cancel the election?
The election, the presiding officer canceled the election. When he look at Indian security, he said if you continue the election, insecurity will be at stake. So with that, he canceled the entire election.
Okay. But the situation peaceful na that party, right?
Yeah, the situation peaceful because the riotous conduct will happen at Kasa, not only Kasa, no may happen. It happened at one chiefdom back when an area for both towns. They back the damage with them caused by themselves. They see some then stab them and then win, some then chop them with cutlass. So
Okay.
they did it did all over.
Well, thank you so much, Frederick. Thanks so much for the updates. Thank you. We'll keep an eye on waiting get for be the outcome of. We can talk to the elections coordinator na the party for get more update. Thank you so much, Frederick Bilal from Falaba District. Fambulas have been they say this morning that now waiting up on Falaba. You see the huts, then see them they use them as classroom for other picking them and then burn and down. We they take another call, we they go corner and talk to my colleague Mohamed Yero Jallo for some updates on how the election be happen. Now, Kono district, now one area where we understand there were some tensions as well. Usai, rival group them, being involved in the election. But again, election people can disagree. They can say election is small one or day, but truly people enough of if the kind born Usai picking in the land, logo Kono.
Hello?
Good morning, Yero.
Yeah, of course. Good morning, Lamrana, and good morning to the listeners.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us this morning. Quickly, we just want an update on how the lower level election of the APC been Talek na Kono district. Waiting at the updates where you get from after the election. Where the election happen and after it don't happen.
Yeah, of course, Lamrana, thank you very much. Of course, like you rightly put the lower level elections were being supposed for take place, been indeed go on, despite some skirmishes will been get earlier. Na Tankoro Chiefdom, na Bense, and that of also Sando, where na the places them where the election take place. Of course, na the one at Sando, where be supposed to hold on a Saturday, as a result of some plaba way being for them as allegations of people where they support the Psalm 28 movement, say members of the movement for DIB, when the Dr. Ibrahim Bangura, been like go heap ala na the place, do away with the ballot boxes, we been make the election no hold at all. But we been see yesterday, Usai, some of the elections that have been gone, and away from Sando, na Tankoro Chiefdom, we na the central Koidu city, na the Tankoro Native Administrative Barrier, where police been also there for ensure them provide security because the atmosphere been very tense. You know, people we have charged politically, where then even wound somebody, even suffer some serious injuries on the face. But despite all the skirmishes and the elections been still ongoing.
So the elections have not been going on Saturday, then conduct them on the Sunday, right?
Yeah. Them take place on a Sunday. And even the one way happened at the party office, na the district, na a place where they call Yadu Road within Koidu City. The plan have been that the ballot papers not get photos of the one them way aspire for them positions and they but have been just symbols and in there and also this also been bring serious flabber, them pelt stones of certain places. But despite all of that, they been also able for conduct the election on that particular Saturday day where the election may go ahead. But members, not the APC, a few members, then describe the process as undemocratic, and that the process is stage managed. They don't stage them for certain individuals, not the APC party, and that they want for disadvantage some set of people where then say go on for run for the Flagbearer position.
Okay.
No, the All People's Congress.
Okay, thank you so much. Yego for the update day. We appreciate that. We'll continue for keep an eye on things that will happen from Kono. Thank you so much.
Yep.
I think we'll go Kenema, right? We'll go Kenema next, quickly. Talk to Cleversin, we colleague within a Kenema, for get an update about the election na Kenema over the weekend, the lower level election of the APC. We get Cleversin on the line now. Good morning, Cleversin.
Good morning, Lanrana, and good morning, everyone.
Cleversin, waiting na the updates, how the lower level election of the APC was conducted. Was it peaceful, or there were reported cases of incidents during the elections?
Thank you very much. Unlike other places, we they record the unfortunate situation, but Kenema, this state, amongst the 7 constituencies we get for conduct the election, and the 37 wards we get for get the election, there are no reported matter we to alarming, we lead to bed, ballot stopping, and all of those skirmishes we form part of the electoral process we have now that past level. It was peaceful, it was calm, and as of today, we not get any issue with us therefore dealing with some business with regard to the dual elections within the district.
Okay, they don't announce the winners then?
Not to my knowledge yet with regard the announcement of the winners, because I tried for research for the policy officer for the region or the district, John Tivali, gets on to me yet for confirm that. Okay. But maybe later on the day, he will give me feedback with respect to that.
But the whole process went peacefully.
Yeah, it was peaceful. It went on peacefully. Even the video I sent to you, stakeholders, stuff, it's not going to be entirely what I foresee they wrong or fraud, they never recorded stuff.
Okay, thank you so much, Cleversin from Kenema, who said the lower level elections went peacefully, over the weekend. Thank you. They go Kailaon, I think. Could they go Kailaon quickly and get an update from Kailaon as well? Musa Wiman Ali Mansday, and get an understanding of how, the lower level election of the APC was conducted over the weekend. In Freetown here, we see some side, I think it's Aberdeen and Eastern, where there are some reported cases of incidents of violence. Let me go, Kailan. Good morning, Ali.
Yeah, good morning, Boss Lamada, and good morning, listeners and viewers of Truth Media.
Yes, quickly, Ali, how we, as part of your monitoring, how the elections been go on na the APC lower level election at Kailan, how was it?
Well, it was so friendly, the atmosphere, because if you look at politics now, this country, as we all know, it's been divided regionally. When it comes to APC for Thailand, it's always cool that kind of way, because the way, man, how the participation of people they expect, say, if it happen like for the north, another part there, like for the western Ura, it not happen this part, because it's always peaceful. Maybe the number of membership and all the rest of it, but the atmosphere was good, by the way.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, it went peacefully, no reported. They don't announce result?
The results, they will not tally are done. Yesterday night, I began to talk with the acting regional chairman, the person of Honorable Mayaka Kai. But as he promised me, say this morning he will get on to me and tell best they will publish the results and all the rest of it. But it was friendly, no such of violence, no take place for Kailan Township. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the update there. Aliu Mansaye from Kailan. Usai, the elections as well went peacefully. Thanks for the update.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
These are our colleagues who don't talk to right across. We go east, north. Yeah, north. No, yes, north Falaba. Yes, some parts as well. We try for talk to. We try for talk to a colleague from Cambia as well. Hopefully, we'll get another program and try for get some understanding of how the elections went, and that now an update from we colleagues na the region. We can join we first guest this morning. We they come look at how the people that we manage the election, waiting at the update and waiting at the outcome. But again, I just want to watch this video. The video whilst we bring we guest in. You can watch. We watch the video of the
last year. Government we put out a press release. We say no, you cannot do that. We been go police been go clear them all. We SLPP been the one because I be so SLPP posted them. Now we been past that rule. Police go and clear them.
So you look at the current political poster
they pull all come out.
Okay.
Because now they violate the laws of the country. We've been very clear. We SLPP be the one. We've been go ahead. The police been pull all the one the way they. It's the same thing we get for happen again. Okay. Because we get for create order. Advertisement is a whole area of public information. We know experts them. You know, you just go up, you go build some board frame, you go put your face across the street and block the street and create hazard and things like that. Companies and the way they do public advertisement, we registered, where they pay tax to local council, where they be regulated by IMC in terms of their content and all of that.
For support to that in power, and when you want to enjoy them, just tune your radio. You go hear the drama. We man them the ready grammar. Now FM I keep in a party, me say every day. Radio station for all the politicians, me say right down day. People taking well, people taking jam. We talking plenty and we shocking one. So argument. Pulling party king day. Opposition themselves king day. I tell you. Third first king day. Vuvuzela themselves king day. This now we party. Political party. For all the politicians, we say right down there. Because I want to make them know. Now politics stop put VBM. Ruling party. Now politics stop put VBM. Opposition. Now politics stop put VBM.
Politics not for put we bien. Politics for care we go before. Politics for be the thing where we all participate peacefully, whether not through the political party them on national politics. We vote for who we want, which party we want. But if it be something way for address we problem them, for be something way for cause violence, something way for bring come problem, or something way for put we bien, as me bra Fisher say. Hopefully politics go carry go before. I get the pleasure this morning for welcome our studios. Ali Hassan Kamara Esquire, the national coordinator for the All People's Congress, the APC Internal Elections Management Committee, and then conduct the lower level election and then get for conduct other elections and for the APC. Good morning, Ali, and welcome.
Good morning. It's actually Haji.
Haji. Yes, I mean, but thanks for joining us. How busy have you been over the weekend conducting?
Well, extremely busy because bearing in mind the fact that we conduct elections now 446 wards simultaneously across the whole country. It was very, very hectic. Extremely difficult. Just the preparation towards the election alone. Me and my staff, my colleagues there, we just get sleepless nights then for weeks and weeks and weeks now.
The resources, which I use, were they provided just by the party, or I see ballot boxes and other things? When I get support from ECSL?
Yes, indeed. We contact ECSL and we write to them. We write, they invite you to a meeting. We even sign MOU with regards to the protection of the boxes. Also, we'll return them like how we receive them from them. So yeah, definitely they assist we in that regard.
And security, we get some areas like we showed this morning, places like Falaba, Kono, even Freetonia, Aberdeen, and some partner Eastern, we reported issue of violence. How would be arranged the security issue?
The security back, once thanks to the security personnel, we meet the IG. Initially, instead being told, we say definitely go make sure say deploy officers them right across the country, especially in their hotspots. Obviously, they get the intelligence, they know the areas they're more we, they need for concentrate security them. So then been do that, but obviously no elections, no they will not get you know, Alala, Sonko. So they did their best, you know, but unfortunately, still get one or two people that we manage for create, you know, havoc no more.
So how many candidates contest at this whole election? Because there's this talk about using certain symbols, whether it's snake, motorcycle, vehicle. Like how many candidates and how na reach about how na agree for using symbols in there?
Oh, yeah, it's about I think 4,014
candidates
positions. No, just the positions, because now 9 positions now each ward. So 446 wards times 9. That's the position. They give about 4,014 or something. So each position, let's say average 2 candidates on average. So you're talking about 8 to 9,000, you know, applicants them. And it's very, very expensive for put them photos on ballot papers. You know, obviously there's something you get for do, but as they go up to the constituency and district with the numbers and the less, it could be easier for let we put people in pictures. But these ward elections, and it's been just too much, too expensive. So we decided for use symbols. But you they mention some symbols they will not use. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. The one where we see, we've been there on. We see this na fall, right? Mutuka, Okada, cutting tree. Yes.
But there's no such thing as snake.
Okay. But this one, right? Now this one I use, right?
Yes.
How not been agree for how the people who they vote go able to identify the candidate?
Well, on the day we they call them, you know, then the ballots for symbol. So, for instance, me and Lamran are the contest for the position of chairman. When they go ballots, so you go pick one, myself pick another one. So obviously the people who they vote, you supporters, they're all there at the hall. So they communicate to them, they give time for talk to them, say, na me na the host. Where they go vote, na the host. If you vote for Lamran, na the host. If you vote for Hassan, na the cutting tree, you know, or vice versa. So be given that opportunity there.
So it was on the day of the election when I agree on which symbol they identify which candidate.
The day of the election, yes, and that's not unusual. You know, elections in the past, people they don't use symbols. Not to all elections they put people in faces then at the ballot papers. They don't use symbols and at the exact way they deal with them. On the day, then they give them an opportunity for ballot. So whatever you choose, you go talk to your supporters and say, na me this, na me na the cutting tree, na me na the Okada, or na me na the fall. So if people don't go now for go vote, then they look, if na you na the fall, then tick or cross the fall, full arm, put at the box.
At the elections, the elections when I conduct now at ward level or just ward level.
Yes.
And maybe you go and give, well, it might be difficult, but generally now each ward now like how many people then they vote for the candidate them.
Well, it vary. You know, some ward then they will get 500 or more people and register. They get some big wards. They get other wards them, especially in the east, like then Kailan, we, you know, the support base is not that huge. So you could get like, you know, maybe 200 people them at the ward for vote. So it depends, it vary.
It's which on coordinating this whole election. Who's have been the most side way when have been get pressure for conduct the election?
The pressured areas then are mainly Kono and Falaba, and then isolated areas in the western area, and few in the northwest as well. You know, but overall it was peaceful and transparent and open, very, very successful. Obviously, like I said, we get isolated incidents they will report to we obviously will deal with in the next few days.
Like in the case of Falabaso, where the elections no go on, waiting at the plan for like the areas. And I get how many areas actually where perhaps violence happen and the elections do not happen.
So for instance, Falaba, you know, correct to say the elections do not go on. We we get like, I think we get 18 wards na Falaba. Out of the 18, 15 were conducted successfully. So I think about 2 or 3 wards them get issues. We'll get for hopefully do a rerun of the elections then in the next coming days. Similar to other areas like Kono and even the Northwest, like carrying a district to get about 2 wards, then they're not be able to conclude because transportation of voting materials, logistics, so delays them been there. So place be run dark at some point, so they been get for stop the voting for the following day. But the following day now, they say the other group, then people are not come. So for now, not disenfranchise them, we say, well, we'll find a suitable date with all mango day, they will do the election.
What's in the EDS mechanism in case people can participate in this election, somebody feel aggrieved, and are there a system where they can follow?
Yes, we get internal mechanisms we provided for now we APC 2022 Constitution. I think Article 43, to be specific, established the internal Independent Elections Complaints Board, IECB. Now then responsible for look into petitions of elections, even before polling day, during the process. If you notice, we don't pull dates, we push them, we pull dates, we push them. Because people in the petition, venues, the voter register, so the IECB be extremely busy. They deal with them petitions and make rulings before finally we're able to proceed. So even after this polling day, people can still get a recourse for go to the IECB for petition any election, and then the IECB go investigate and make a ruling, including, calling for rerun of the elections.
The possibility there for a rerun.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So what's in on I use now this election? There was one case, I watched one video where somebody been to talk about, I think it was in Port Loco, Dr. Umfana Parliament. There was a video where I watched of where they talk about the number of people waiting at the register and the ballot paper, about names, verification. Now, una be already get a voters list, so una use on the membership list of una party.
No, well, we get voters list generated by the secretariat. So another voters list then now we use. So if you're an eligible voter, for establish say you're a member of the party and you are fully paid up with regards to your monthly dues, and then you go down at the list. So just because you're a member of the party not necessarily means that you qualify for participate. So now that list day, if you can't vote, if you name no Dede, you are not voting. If you name Dede, we check, we identify you, then you go vote. So now that list day we use.
So after this election, waiting next, if waiting at the other, which one are the other elections they want to get for conduct?
Well, we get for conduct elections now the constituency, district, region, and then the National Delegates Conference. But we also get elections for special bodies like the Women's Congress, the National Young Congress of the All People's Congress, the People with Disability, Veterans Group, and affiliates groups, including the NOAS, National Union of APC Students. They'll get for conduct elections for the all before they go into the National Delegate Conference. Obviously, we get the diaspora as well. We get for conduct elections and the diaspora.
How do you conduct one in the elections?
Well, we get elections coordinators, then we based on the diaspora. And then, if necessary, we go send a few for go support them. But just like the elections, and we recruit and train election staff them, like presiding officers, ballot paper controllers. So they do the same at the diaspora. We go just supervise the elections.
And the people who recruit them, mostly, all of them are party members or not party members?
They have to be party members, yes.
Okay. So, waiting at the timeline, like you mentioned, earlier on have been on the pull late, on get for postpone because of certain issues. Then waiting at the timeline for able to meet up, because I can recall the party being on pull a calendar, where by August, on get to a delegate conference.
Yes, yes. Well, the issue now will get prior to every election, we will publish the delegate list. The list of people that will get for votes in that election, the 21 days before the election. So after this world election now, we do all recollation, and then we certify the results and them over to the secretariat. So prior, if for publishing 21 days before the constituency elections. So those are the timelines. Unfortunately, you get people who go for petition. And as soon as somebody petition, we can't move until the IECB look into them petitions, then they enroll, and then they incorporate the ruling into whatever decision. If not for do a rerun, we go for do that rerun, collate all them results, and they put them together before we be able to move forward. So it's difficult for say at this stage.
So there is a potential for whatever happen after this election if there are petitions for affect on a timeline.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
So why the result? The result and they out already. The one the election I don't conduct.
They also do on the polling stations after counting of results. Then they paste the results na the wall for everyone to see. Because one for sure say we are open and transparent. So anybody can go take a picture of them results. Then but obviously we need for collate all them, put all of them together and certify them before we publish the official.
So right now waiting there out not to official.
Not to official, no. So I go advise people let them not pay attention to waiting there out at this stage.
Okay.
Now we get the authority for certify and publish the official result.
Okay. So waiting there on a provisional for
provisional results, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Look on the line quick. I come back to you. Let's talk to PPRC. Them be monitor the election. We'll get to Olusegun David, the executive secretary of the Political Parties Regulation Commission, on the video link now. Good morning, Olusegun.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Lamwana. Good
morning, and thanks for joining us this morning. Una observe the APC lower level elections over the weekend. Waiting na on our observation so far, we don't get reports of some cases of violence na Falaba, Kono, and some part na Freetonia.
Well, I'll give some highlights because again, the commission will get for put together in observation reports. But I'll tell you that the commission be able for monitor at least about 11 districts. And then I'll tell you in certain terms that those areas where the commission monitor, there are areas where be relatively quiet, but again, areas where we get serious. And, members of the party complaints, even on the very day of the polling. Members of the party then we get issues and observation. There are circumstances where members of the party then we go try for seize ballot boxes and polling materials. So there are a lot of issues across the country, especially in areas the way the commission will actually monitor.
So waiting for being a role in this as the regulatory body, is it that you come out with a statement or a position on some of the incident them where you do highlight so we una get reports on?
Well, thankfully, Article 40 of the APC Constitution to provide for the Independent Elections Complaints Board. And as a commission, being the regulator, we always careful of the fact say we know for micromanage political party, then day-to-day administration. However, in circumstances when there are infringements of the constitution, any other national laws, then definitely the commission can get for coming. But as provided by the party's constitution, we'd expect that all members of the APC will get aggrieved or we get observations or we feel say the conduct elections not the way it's supposed to go. There's an independent elections complaints board we provided for by the constitution. So we they expect all party members to get whether petitions or complaints, as the case may be, for go through that particular board day. In a circumstance, the good board and the outcome of the board not still resonates with the evidence when they submit or not resonate with what they think say for the deal situation, then of course that is what the PPIC stands for. They can now come to the commission, submit them petition, and the commission will now look into the matter based on the evidence that is now submitted before it and able to determine whether the content of the petition is valid or not. Then thereafter, like how the commission can always do in lower level elections of all parties, especially when petitions are submitted, then we can in and the party bounded for go by the ruling. In circumstance where when the ruling call for a re-run in certain areas, then definitely there'll be a re-run. In circumstances where the ruling say otherwise, the dictate of the ruling now therefore be adhered to. So that's it so far. But
So,
as of this preliminary
but people will feel
issues,
aggrieved can if they don't use the internal party structure and then still feel aggrieved, then can go to the PPRC, right?
Definitely. Once there is an evidence, then go through the party structure and their complaints or issues are not addressed properly, then they can come to the PPI. That's the work of the PPIC. That's our responsibility. We just don't want to encourage party members then the moment there are internal issues and come straight to the commission without the internal organs or structure of the party. Because again, that is how as a commission we help for strengthening their organs then within the parties. You have to make it functional. You have to make them respectful. Yeah, but absolutely, if people then go there and they still feel aggrieved, then they need a
intervention. We got a case of Flagbearer don't show now. He hurt suicide in the user school was burnt down. In instances like that, and the owner can get involved as the regulatory body.
There are thresholds. These are going for use this opportunity for inform the populace and the listening audience about the thresholds. So, for example, in circumstances where during conduct of internal elections of political parties, somebody take left and choking company, that is outside the remit of the PPIC. That is now threat to life. So it falls squarely on the CLM police. When it comes to a circumstance, somebody go burn a structure, as the case may be, that is not under the PPIC anymore. That the law, the Salon law, we govern way that the Salon police get the primacy over. That it of that. So issues of stabbing, burning, that is out of our remit. It's for the police. But when it comes to the conduct of the elections itself, especially when the conduct they in violation of the provisions of the rules and regulations of the constitution of the party, when you talk about the conduct itself within contravention with agreed model as provided in the rules and the constitution, then members are free to go to the party channels, that is the elections complaint board. But in circumstance when they are still not satisfied, then they can come to we.
Okay.
That is it. So going to the complaints board, not to the end of it all. They can go. There are situations they don't go to the complaint board. The complaint board don't look at the matter and then take actions. And the person or group of persons will not feel satisfied at the initial point. Say, okay, the decision of the complaint board is fine. That is good.
But
in a circumstance they are not okay, they can come to us.
But
definitely.
as regulatory body, una report or una observation, they capture the reports of violence and then engage the party as to how they could be prevented, because now the members them as well in most cases.
Definitely. The commission therefore meets with the leadership of the party for actually take them through with observations and things that will really happen, the mishaps, and violations. So definitely, we therefore engage the leadership of the party along those lines.
Finally, so far, is it safe to say, with an observation, the whole process was relatively peaceful from waiting on Arongeda?
Absolutely, I cannot say that. There are mixed feelings. There are areas that are peaceful.
But you go check the
areas that were
percentage of
really
areas that were peaceful and areas that where they were reported violence. I think we don't lose Olu on the video link, but yeah, we'll try for connect with him back and try for conclude the conversation with him. Aji, as we they try for close this conversation, I know you get for go now another program, but waiting at the weight of handling this at this time in a party within opposition, you they coordinate the whole election. Waiting at the pressure.
Huge amounts of pressure, but thank God we get a very well coordinated team. We get IEMC coordinators them across the various districts, and we'll be done the meet, the plan, and prepare. And then obviously we get support from the leadership as well of the party and the secretariats. So they encourage we, push we. We will meet with them as well. Any issues they will get to the big and come to their attention, so then they always assist. So it was massive, and I never involved in anything like this before. I mean, the volumes of phone calls they will be they receive. It's like it's unprecedented. Right through the night, from Sierra Leone to the diaspora, USA, all over, phone calls and they come in.
Are they complaints? People raising complaints?
Well, some of them concerns, some of them complaints, some of them suggestions to prevent things from happening, and you get for action. Most of them, a lot of them make sense. They will call you, they go, don't see something where if we overlook them, it will cause problem for we. So they out suggestions how for handle some of those situations, and therefore make sure so we get peaceful elections. Because mind you, within opposition, we do hope for, take over governance in 2028. So we need for able for sure to we safe and the people of this nation, as well as the international community, for say we are ready, we are peaceful, for take over governance in 2028. We cannot do that if we're not able to deal with our own internal affairs. Now, that are the main reason we make the Constitution provide for that internal independent elections complaint board. So anybody who aggrieved can go to them. And most of the time, then complaints they will go to them, then deal with them diligently. And the rulings them make people satisfied.
But that's the point as well I ask about accountability, transparency, and credibility. So the one that they contest believe, how much should they try for ensure that, say, they get trust in the process, in the elections you want to conduct?
Well, it's difficult. Prior to this election, we don't do a sensitization tour where we tour all the 17 APC administrative districts in the country. And the message that they will give them for prevent any alala sonko, we tell them about the IECB, where you can go complain, and then get the power for recommend for rerun of the elections. So anybody who feel aggrieved, you don't need for fete. You don't need for go chap your company or go burn buffer. You don't have to do that. That's criminal. You know what I mean? All you need for this is get you evidence. You get right, take your phone video or whatever, report onto the IECB. They cancel the whole election and recommend for a rerun. And then they now will be more in the open. More people are going to observe. If you win, you win. You lost, you lost.
Okay. Finally, I'll conclude with Olu, then I'll conclude with you quickly. Yeah. Olu? Hello? Yes, Olu, finally, I want to ask, in the elections, we see outside the political APC specifically and the SLB been signed and some documents which on the conduct and the statements. Una they monitor them processes and they as well as part of the fines the money have been done the levy in case there is any breach.
Definitely. Definitely with all of those. Of course, the provisions of the Acts in 39 make them very clear about conduct the way political parties, support members, sympathizers or operatives they're not supposed to get involved in. And all of those, they part of we monitoring as we go along, including trances and then conduct generally. So that's the reason why I can say the commission therefore definitely meet with the leadership of the party, for them some conducts there, where in the stronger term we condemn them. We condemn the acts of violence, stabbing of the same party, burning of places, destroying of ballot boxes in some areas. We condemn those in the strongest terms.
Okay.
That is not a decent way for express political views. That's not a decent way for conduct or organize elections within parties. It's it's within the same party. It's a family, and that's exactly what the chairman of the election. When you have problems, you have grievances, you already have a redress mechanism structure as provided for in the party's constitution. So why not take your problems first to that structure? In a circumstance you still feel aggrieved, still have the PPIC. So we condemn all of those actions, the stuff of pulling materials, stabbing, burning of any hut, as the case may be. We condemn those in strongest terms. We urge the leadership of the party for ensure that they summon the members and they educate the members about the ethical and constructive and way of practicing politicking without resorting to violence.
Thank you so much, Olusogun, for joining us this morning. Based for talk on observation on the lower level election of the APC. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Aji, finally, you get the capacity for one the other elections then?
Well, absolutely, yes. I mean, this is not the biggest one, to be fair. The fact say we largely succeed in this one means say we will succeed in the rest. This is like 446 votes. This is even bigger than the election with ECSL they conduct. Because ECSL election they conduct are 4 positions across the country. Even at 9 positions at every single ward, 446 wards across the country is massive, it's huge. So we managed to pull them off, albeit with, isolated cases of like we don't discuss. But all that I think they will deal with. And like
are there lessons learned?
Sorry.
Lessons
Yes, absolutely. We still wait for report from the various district coordinators there. We'll go sit down and go through all them reports and then look at the issues them and find ways and means for prevent them moving forward. But largely, we are happy with the success of the election.
The constituency level, you ever get photos of the candidates?
Now that's what they hope for. Now that because this one was just not practical, it was too huge. Constituency 132 constituencies across the country. Then they will go try for manage them, for make sure so at least photos of the candidates then they it would be easier for the people in back in them villages where maybe not go school. They will able to look at the face and say now this,
Yeah.
And then also and do self on election day there's not going to be any campaign. Then go campaign they will give them a cooling off period a day before the election. Election then I for go vote and commodity.
Okay. Yeah. Finally, what's your message to una party members, sympathizers and the aspirants them as well?
Well, my message I want to say thank you very much to all the members that will participate in this election very peacefully. Kudos to all of them. Thanks to the leadership. And I want to encourage everybody for remain calm and peaceful and for make sure moving forward we'll get to the constituency district and other levels of the elections. Let me just go out there and vote peacefully. And that obviously will be the stepping stone we will lead with for capture 2028.
And you assure them say the process will be credible, free and fair?
Absolutely, that's what we stand for. IEMC, we team up for free, fair and credible elections.
Okay, thank you so much, Aji Hassan, for joining us this morning. And we go stay in touch, hopefully, before the other elections. We go talk more on waiting the people already vote for do. Like we all agree, there should be this level of violence. People can disagree, there are structures, you can follow them instead of stabbing or burning down. It doesn't show well. Thank you for your time.
You're most welcome.
We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll come back shortly. Continue for Stay With Me.
National Revenue Authority, Public Affairs and Tax Education Unit. Public notice. The National Revenue Authority wishes to inform the public that deadlines for filing goods and services tax 15%, tax returns and payment for any liability for February are due on or before 28th February 2026. Please note that filing returns and payment of related taxes should be done through the Integrated Tax Administration System portal. Penalties and interest will be charged for non-filing and non-payment of taxes on due date by order of the Commissioner General. Public Affairs and Tax Education Unit, Renesis House, 5 Gloucester Street, Freetown. For further information, you can call the contact number 080-839839 or visit their website at www.nra.gov.sl.
Orange Maxis gets flexible data and voice plans them we go fit you lifestyle. Try the Colat Mini for just 70 Leone and get 2.5 Mbps speed for 7 days. You can need data anytime. Your bundle they give you fast internet anytime you day. For you can prefer customized plan. Your bundle they make you select the exact data and voice package where you need. Find the best data and voice option now on Maxit. Download the app and stay connected.
Orange.
Mama, this internet no dey gree make I do me homework. It's too slow.
I no want make you worry. Signature Connect don come na salon. Signature Connect wey na fiber internet and microwave coverage e get dey na salon now. And e come from make the internet problem done takpata. Signature Connect wey dey na number 92 Regent Road Hill Station don come with package dem wey go sweet you. When you connect, you dey get 3 days free trial for both postpaid and prepaid options. Then package and sweeto, then get 700 for small homes, 900 and then 1,250 for smaller office them and business place them. And set for corporate services them. You dey able use the internet for connect your CCTV camera, laptop and phone and other appliances them where you get na you house or you office. Not forget to Signature Connect. Day for all man. Contact them na 072 568 290 or 033-233-620.
It's Labor Day. After all the grind, stress, and queries at the office, it's time to ease your brain, laugh out loud, and feel like the CEO. Lounge up with Kindo. Also will make sense on Labor Day, Friday, May 1st, 2026. Venue, prestigious Pinto Money Hotel, 7 p.m. Ticket prices: Kindo, 500 leons. Answer, 1,000 leons. I mean, table for 4, 10,000 leons. Adil, table for 8, 20,000 leons. You don't buy yourself plenty. Now come and laugh. No excuse. Media partners, Truth Media, and cooked by Eminence Africa.
I say, it don't make sense. I don't make sense.
You want for smell fine and make people always remember you? Try St. Alice Luxury Perfume. When a top quality perfume, we want salon experts mix different oil them but give you the best sweet smell. This perfume gets unique blend of oil them mix right here in a salon. With St. Alice, your scent go last for 18 hours. No matter what you do or how much time you book your clothes, the scent go still there with you. You ready for experience the true sweet smell? Come na 109 Circular Road just after Model Junction or call Rip at 075-098-515 or 077-360-959. You go make sure say you perfume experience. Now one way people no go forget in a hurry. St. Alice Luxury Perfume. The scent we go last is salon style. We come for change your perfume experience.
At Famos, freshness isn't just a promise, it's our way of life. From raw and smoked catfish to kanya peppers, beni, rice and gari kanya and natai. From premium crayfish, ogiri and fufu to smoked chicken, fresh eggs from the farm to the fridge, country chicken and garden fresh vegetables. Try our habanero pepper, gari, hot pepper sauce, pure honey, and so much more. All locally produced, organically grown, harvested fresh every day, and hygienically processed. A fresher taste, healthier foods, stronger communities. Farmos, fresh from our farms to your home.
Orange Maxit app, they give you more sweet special features wey designed for make you life simple. No miss events, buy tickets for concerts, sports match or any show directly from the app. Enter the marketplace, shop latest products them, check special offer them and enjoy exclusive deals. If you make mistake on transaction, no worry. The app gets instant reversal feature where they give you control over your money. All the special features, yeah, and more they waits for you inside the app. Download Maxit now and enjoy the full experience. Orange Maxit gets flexible data and voice plans them wey go fit you lifestyle. Try the Colat Mini for just 70 Leone and get 2.5 Mbps speed for 7 days. You can need data anytime. Your bundle they give you fast internet anytime you day. For you can prefer customized plan. Your own bundle they make you select the exact data and voice package where you need. Find the best data and voice option now on Maxit. Download the app and stay connected.
Respect to all massive and crew. It's been a long time you've been away from home. That's why me come back. The way me sing things like one, me bring you these conscious reggae vibes. Jah be my guide, Rastafari. Papa, you been tell we say, make we trust the process. But man, it is called the progress of the process. We are in suit and tie, and dirty character. Thief man, they all a thief now, this is them batter. I, Rasta man, me know Eric Cock and Bull, me represent blue, white and blue. That's what me have to do. You meet the water dirty, you know it make you settle. And then you jump beside, you don't dirty and more. Thief man, they all a thief now, this is them batter. Salon they go behind, who that now we go believe. Oh, this na wrong side life, now we dey live so. They all a thief, who that now we go believe. This na wrong side life, now we dey live so. Sorry, say na
General Retired Martin Luther Algo. On this day, the Republic of Sierra Leone celebrates General Retired Martin Luther Algo, a distinguished soldier and statesman whose life served to embody integrity, loyalty, and excellence. General Algo was deputy first commander of the Navy in Sierra Leone, where his innovative hotspot disarmament strategy advanced the disarmament, demobilization, and integration process and strengthened its operation. It fostered cooperation among stakeholders, protected civilians, and laid the foundation for evolving security and democratic renewal. His vision and discipline directly contributed to Sierra Leone's peace and stability. Sierra Leoneans recognize not only General Agbo's illustrious career, but also his decisive role in Sierra Leone's peace process. His leadership in disarmament and integration, his commitment to protecting civilians, and his dedication to democratic renewal make him a true friend of Sierra Leone. In recognition of these distinguished contributions and others of mention, I hereby present General Retired Martin Luther Algo, conferring the National Honor of the Grand Commander, the Order of the
Congratulations, General Retired Martin Luther Agwe. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Grand Commander of the Order of the Urukel, GCOR, one of highest national awards. How does that feel?
Well, great, excited, fulfilling. After all these years, 20 something years after,
Yeah.
it's very interesting, and we thank God.
How did you get into coming to Sierra Leone? Was it, at that time that you wanted to come and help, but in your capacity, or you were choosing specifically because of your leadership that you've shown in the Nigerian military?
I can only speculate.
It wasn't something you had a conversation on.
I can only speculate because, in the military, you don't select, you don't decide, you take instruction, and you obey directives. But what I can remember vividly is in the year 2000, I was finishing a course at the National Defense University in Washington, D.C. And then I know that during ECOMOC and then UNAMSIL, the Nigerian troops were in Sierra Leone. And then there was a film, I don't know, older people will remember, in CNN, Cry Freetown.
Yes, the Soyo Samoa movie documentary.
Right, Cry Freetown. I watched that film, that program on CNN twice, and it really influenced my thinking positively and negatively. And then when I finished the program in Washington, I was sent back home. I went back home to Nigeria, and I was given the appointment at our defense headquarters as Chief of Operation Plans and Training at the defense headquarters. And 3, 4, 5 months down the line, I was told I was going to go to New York for an interview. And the UN, after the May crisis 2000 in Sierra Leone, decided to reorganize the mission. And they gave the slot of the leadership to a lieutenant general in Kenya, that is General Daniel Opande.
Opande, yeah. He was also awarded.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they gave the slot of the deputy to Nigeria. But then the UN asked Nigeria to send 3 officers. They will select 1 out of 3.
Okay.
So I went to New York for the interview. And after the interview, I was told that I was selected by the UN to come to Sierra Leone as the deputy force commander. And they sent it to my government approved. And that is how I found myself in Sierra Leone.
You already knew Sierra Leone through the documentary Cry Freetown.
Yeah.
You already had an understanding of the war, and did that in any way, prepared your mind as to what you were coming to, the situation in the country?
Yes, to some extent, because remember when I started, I said it influenced me positively and negatively. Positively, it prepared me, and I knew through my colleagues who were serving or who have served. For it may interest you to know that Major General Maxwell Kobe, when we were a young officer, I was his battalion commander, and he was my 2IC. So I had people I have worked with, I know them, they are in Sierra Leone or Liberia. We communicate, we talk. So I was aware of some of the challenges. But that film, Cry Freetown, reawakened some of the thoughts I had. But again, it negatively influenced me. It gave me a feeling that there was nothing working in Sierra Leone at that time. That is the negative part. Because when I was coming, deep down in my heart, the memory of recollecting Cry Freetown, I felt I was going to sleep in a trench. I felt there was nothing moving in Freetown, not to talk of Sierra Leone. But when we landed from Lungi, the helicopter took us to Mamiyoko, and I was taken to a hotel in Freetown, and I watched CNN. So you see that is the negative part of it.
Yeah. But it prepared you also to have this thought that I'm coming as a military officer.
Yes.
Prepared. Yes.
I was actually prepared that I was going to sleep in a trench or in a terrible place because nothing was working.
Yeah.
But I found things were working. The government was still there, though they needed assistance, but things were working in Freetown.
What's your recollection of the time you served as deputy commander then?
Yeah.
And we had this disarmament and demobilization program as well. But what's your recollection of the war and what you met in this country?
But remember also that we came in, General Pandey and he came just a month before me. We came in after the crisis of May 2000, after some peacekeepers were adopted by the RUF.
Yeah.
So they were within the system of the UN itself. There was a challenge. So the challenge was not only the crisis in Sierra Leone, but it was also a crisis within the UN system. So that was the pieces we picked, and and most of the officers that were the major actors had left. So it was the pieces we picked on the ground that we worked with. But remember also that there had been an attempt of disarmament that had never taken place.
Yeah.
So we came in, nobody had disarmed. And we came in when the RUF was feeling strong. After they have been able to adopt and negotiate the release of peacekeepers, they feel very strong. So that was the time we came in. There was a lot of challenges. And remember, the RUF had pushed back the peacekeepers away from Makeni, away from Rogberi Junction, even Port Loko, not to talk of Kono.
Kono, yeah.
Yeah, they had pushed back virtually to Mile 91. Even Masiaka, there was a problem there. And so the only place that was relatively peaceful was Freetown itself.
Yeah.
So that was when we came in. So we now had to walk to see how we move out back into the place, how we can dominate as much as possible the country. Then we can be able to talk from the position of strength and then see how we can influence, cajole, unnecessary coax the RUF for peace negotiation and disarmament.
In your citation, it reads, let me just say it, on General Retired Martin Luther Agway, a distinguished soldier and a statesman whose life of service embodies integrity, loyalty, and excellence. General Agway was Deputy Force Commander of UNAMSIL in Sierra Leone, where his innovative hotspot disarmament strategy advanced the disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration process and strengthened peace operations.
Yeah.
He fostered cooperation among stakeholders, protected civilians, and laid the foundation for recovery, security, and democratic renewal. His vision and discipline directly contributed to Sierra Leone's peace and stability. This hotspot disarmament strategy, like you mentioned, you came at a time there was this plan to disarm, but nothing was happening. But you were able to achieve it. How did it happen?
Honestly, with hindsight, sometimes your intuition or something within your mind tells you that you need to do something. Years after I've said this story to a few people, and I will say it now. It's no more any secret. The hotspots disarmament was how it came about. We had a meeting of senior leadership in Mamioko of the UN peacekeeping, and every time, you remember, there was no military at that time.
Mhm.
Anytime the CDF, the Commodores, who were CDF, complained that RUF has violated the ceasefire agreement of Accra, the UNAMSIL will go to investigate. But when the RUF complained of CDS violation, we hardly go to investigate. And the story is that you can't trust the RUF. So I remember one day during the meeting, I raised this issue and I promised, and that was the first time in my military career that I volunteered to do something. I said the next time there is a complaint from RUF, they say we can't go behind their lines, there is this. I said, okay, I will accept to go to investigate. So there was this complaint by the RUF. And we then announced that I was going to go. That was in Koidu, after Koidu in Kono district. And I said I was going to investigate. Oh, it's not possible. You may be kidnapped by them and kept for negotiation to release Sanko, their leader. Or they will shoot down our helicopter and we'll die. So I told them, for shooting down the helicopter, I have an answer to that. But for kidnapping and held for negotiation, that will be left for UNAMSIL and the UN, to some extent, Nigerian government, to negotiate for my release. But honestly, I'm being honest here, that I volunteered to join the army. Nobody compelled me. And even in Sierra Leone and virtually all over the world, people volunteer now. Nobody forces anybody to join. So you cannot want to eat an omelette and you don't want to break an egg. You must break an egg to eat an omelette. And there's a saying in Nigeria that you cannot say you don't want blood to touch you and then you go to the abattoir. Once you go to abattoir, you have blood will touch you. I was determined that anything could happen. But I volunteered to join the army. And if at the end, that is my end, many of our colleagues,
made up already.
are better than mine. And many of my colleagues have passed on. So I now ask, the Nigerian battalion was already in Makeni. So I told the CEO to talk with the RUF. I'm coming to pick, I want them to give me 3 of their leaders to join me to go to Koidu and investigate that ceasefire violation by CDF. So they agreed. We entered the helicopter. Flew to Makeni, picked. When we were going to pick, they put 2 women with 3 men. And I discovered that one of the women was the RUS woman leader. So I said, RAF will never shoot down our helicopter with their woman leader in the helicopter. That gave me confidence. So we flew to Koidu. And when we landed, before we landed, I looked down at the stadium in Koidu. It was massive people. And we landed, they rolled a red carpet for me.
You're the first man going to listen to their own part of the story.
Yes. So we had a meeting, a quick discussion at the airport. They picked me from that, the stadium, and they drove me to Issa Sese's where he was staying. And we had a good meeting with Issa Sese. And I started, that was my first close meeting. Kalon and others, yes, but Issa Sese, that was my first meeting with him. And he listened. Then we wanted to go to find the place. But we found out that it would take us about 2 hours. And it was already 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And by then, we cannot sleep outside. We had to come back to Freetown. So I turned back and I promised Issa Sese that we'll make a plan to come direct now without going to McKinney and other things. We agreed. That now opened the road.
You built the trust with Issa.
Yes. And that is how we build a trust with Issa. And I let her come back. For 2 weeks, I was going through and fro. I met some leadership of Don. Then that's how I knew there was a group called Donsos who are different from Kamajos. That was when I knew. And nobody within the UNAMSIL knew that. So, and now when I met some Donso leaders in the bush and so many Kopa and Day and what other little towns, villages, I remember then one of them was honest enough. After 2 meetings, he told me that for disarmament to take place among the Donsos, I must meet one Chief Sanchi Kuba. If I don't meet him, nothing will happen. So I started looking for him. I found he was in Guinea. Later, I got back. They said he was in Kopa Day. I went there. He wanted to land with the helicopter. There was nowhere to land. We ended in the cassava farm. And when we came back, our helicopter started sinking. I have photographs of how we were digging out our helicopter. Then, at last, I met him in Kopa Day in Kono, a village. We had a good discussion. And later on, we met the second time, and we agreed. So we had a meeting in Makene. We brought him to Makene, in the Nigerian battalion in Makene. And Issa Sese came with himself, and we discussed. And that is how this armament issue was agreed in Kono, where everybody thought in the world that had to be a fight to get RUF out of Kono. And the world was preparing a force to do that fight. But before
and you did it peacefully.
So what had then happened after that? After that confidence, I started, we get Bush telegram. Bush telegram between me, Donso, RUF. So we went back to Kono. And when there is a fight between RUF and CDF and Donsos, I will call the two leaders. We go together. I say, okay, you are the leader. Ask them to disarm. Bring them the arms. And they did. Honestly. And in 1 month, we were able to disarm over 5,000 RUF and Donsos with their arms, ammunition, and everything. And I would bet you that it was the cleanest disarmament that had ever taken part. Because when President Tijan Kaba won the election and was sworn in, 3 months down the line, 4 months, the RUF and the Donsos and some Kamajos moved back for looking for livelihood into the mines, looking for diamond in Kono. And there was a fight. For 1 week, I was shuttling Kono, Freetown and Makene. And because they was confident, they accepted me.
Yeah.
And throughout that fight, no one weapon, rifle or local gun was fired, which shows you that the disarmament was thorough. The few people that were killed or injured were machete, clubs.
You took the gun already.
The guns were out, and that was weird. It showed that they actually gave out all the guns.
Yeah. So. You had this relationship with Issa, right?
Right.
It was there then when Fudi Sanko wasn't around.
Right.
And how were you able to build that trust with him? And what's your perception about him?
I have said it, and I've discussed this even with my president in Nigeria, President Obasanjo, when I went back. I have discussed it with the president of Sierra Leone. If not for Isa and Chief Kuba of the Donsos, that disarmament wouldn't have taken time, the time it did. And the most feared area where everybody was skeptical, that was where we completed the disarmament first, even before Port Loco, because there was confidence. And what happened, sometimes your chemistry meet with people, sometimes your honesty, because I told them I'm ready to be a courier, which I did, between the RUF and the Donsos. They will complain, I will take the complaint. They even have letters. I'll pick a note from Donso to RUF, get a reply, fly back in the helicopter, go back and give the Donsos, this is what the RUF are saying. Before we had a meeting in Koidu, and the first day we met, the RUF didn't talk to CDF, the CDF didn't, Donsos or CDF, they didn't talk to themselves. For the whole day, we sat on the table, RUF on that side, Donsos on this side. I sat on the head of the table. They didn't talk, and I didn't say anything. So after the first day, they say, Pa, we're not coming. I said, no. The second day, I announced, we now come up with a formula. We pick sugar on one side and put the tea and milk on the other side. And the side where the Donsos were, that is where we had the milk. And the tea was in this middle and the sugar. So they said, I tell them, remember that there is a saying in Nigeria, and I'm sure in Sierra Leone, that the teeth sometimes bite the tongue.
Yes.
It's not that the hatred.
Yeah.
It's a mistake sometimes, and sometimes a friction.
Yeah.
But they still remain in the mouth.
Yeah.
So anything that has happened in Sierra Leone, it has happened. Let's not cry over what has happened. Let's chart a future for ourselves. So that day, the second day, we came after I told them that. Then I said, okay, let's take tea. And they said, oh, they need milk. I said, ask your brother. And then they said, they need sugar. I said, you ask your brother. That is how, from there,
they interacted.
The ice broke. They started talking. And if you find the truth, the first disarmament was the RUF went into Koidu, and with, I think, about 100 rifles or so, I met Kamajos with the Bangladeshi company that was there and said they're handing over the weapon. That is how the first disarmament started in Kono.
You did that seamlessly, it seems, but Isa was also very pivotal in that process, right?
Yes.
You know, we had the special courts, we had the TIC, we had the special courts. There are people who went to it, Charles Taylor. Isa is serving sentence.
Yes.
His sentence. You think we've done enough in holding those who were responsible for the war?
Yes.
Holding them accountable?
Accountable, yes. I told you I have discussed this in various areas, and my plea has always been not encouraging punitive action, not encouraging insurgency or rebellion, but if there is repentance in people, I think we should consider it. The aim is to deter other people, but the aim also is not to destroy. This is my naive way of looking at it. The only person, a person that I've always encouraged and plead for is Isa Sese as a person.
Based on your interaction
yes,
with him.
Because he was given the mantle of leadership, and he carried out the leadership, but he also put the humane side of the leadership. he was able to know when the fight was over. There are so many other things that happened, and I told you there was confidence between me and him and others. And I can tell you that at one day, they gave me enough promises, and those promises, they fulfill them. In everything they have asked, they fulfill them. They requested me, after we have formed that confidence and went through whatever we have had through the Bush telegram, I have found they fulfill everything they have stated. They requested for a meeting in Lusa. I went, and they were there, and the pound plan accepted. They encouraged me to encourage UNAMSIL to move the Nigerian battalion from Rogberi Junction to Lusa. And we did, and nothing happened. They encouraged me and promised that nothing will happen to the Nigerian battalion that will move. They want that battalion that moved to Lunsa to move into Makene. And they did, and nothing happened. So they also were tired. They wanted to see the end of the war. So we're able to build that trust. And that's why I still feel if the war, I'm not a specialist in that area, but I think for encouragement, Issa Sese as a person, that is the only person
We should pardon him.
I am requesting he should be pardoned. Because if not for his leadership, we wouldn't have got that disarmament as fast as we did.
Holding also peacekeepers accountable.
Yes.
It's one of the missing things Sierra Leoneans talk about sometimes. Say even those who came to help us, should be held accountable. And there's no one who faced the special courts, no one in incarceration, peacekeepers who were involved in the war. You think we missed that part too?
Well, you see, we have to be very careful. Not because I have been a peacekeeper. We have to be very careful that when there's a saying that the old soldier, when things are wrong, the soldier is remembered and he's asked to go to do the dirty job. But when everything is righted, the old soldier is forgotten. He's fade away and he's forgotten. It's easy. When dog bite man, it's no news. But when man bite dog, it's news. All the atrocities and everything that the insurgents have done to peacekeepers is no news. Oh, it's right to do that to peacekeepers. After all, they are here to keep peace. I have been a force commander and I've been a deputy force commander. I have carried bodies of our soldiers and peacekeepers in bags to be buried where they are or to be sent home to be buried. And what has happened? Because they are peacekeepers, are they not supposed to defend their mandate? I know they're supposed to defend themselves. In every mandate given to peacekeepers, they are supposed to defend themselves, protect force protection. They are supposed to defend the people, and they are supposed to defend their mandate. So if in the defense of their mandate, that I told you, that you cannot want to eat an omelette and you're afraid of breaking an egg.
Yeah.
Let me tell you on a lighter note. Here in Freetown, when disarmament finished and President Kaba declared war done, what happened? People started saying, when people were coming to beg us to put a checkpoint in front of their houses because they know that would give them security, Now, when the thing is finished, they say, "Oh, soldiers occupied. They are in front of their houses. They will protect. They want. They are claiming damages. They are claiming damages. So that is human being for you. When it was terrible, they were begging to put a checkpoint near their house because they know the checkpoint is going to be there 24/7. So there will be security around them 24/7. Now everywhere is stable. Oh, the military used in front of our house, we should be paid compensation for them staying there. We can never have the end of it. And lastly on that, I will say, let us start what we can finish. Because if you don't have concrete evidence, if you're still operating on what we in Nigeria say, then say, that is, somebody says so, no evidence.
Yeah.
If you are going to operate of then say, you will end up with no country wanting to participate in peacekeeping. Then we'll be left on our own. That is what I will say about it.
You've been around since you came. You've been to Konorai.
Yes.
You've been to different places. What's your impression, of this country since you left, after supporting, us with the disarmament and stability and all of that?
Honestly, I said so even yesterday to a group that when you live in a place, you don't tend to see the development and the changes. But when you are out and you come in, then you will be able to be very objective. What I saw, the road from here, we drove to Port Loko to Lusa, Makeni, up to Kwedu and back. I was very impressed. And I think I dropped my heart for all the governments, including the present government and past government, for the effort they have put in trying to rehabilitate and develop Sierra Leone. Yes, on the whole, when we want to nitty-gritty, there may be some complaint here and there. But on the big picture, I think all the present and past government have tried in trying to see they lift up the country and the people of Sierra Leone. I was very impressed.
As someone who was involved in bringing peace to this country, what do you think we can do? Yesterday I was having a conversation, I was telling you about the generational change.
Yes.
This Gen Z generation.
Yes.
People who were not around, they don't know about the war. But how do we, sustain this peace and stability, in this country?
First and foremost, I think it's very clear. Even in my own country, the young people who never saw anything about the civil war in Nigeria, when they are talking, and with our generation that saw the civil war, there is a big dichotomy between the way we approach these things. So it's the same thing here. One thing I feel is that we should continue to educate and sensitize our young people. They should know the history. It's not in a bad way, but should learn for lesson learned. That is the reason why we should. And we should know how much destruction. Can you imagine if all the money that was sunk into fighting the crisis in Sierra Leone was Milton Margai's time up to now, that they continue and use that money into developing Sierra Leone? What would have happened? But
huge change, yeah.
We have a big change. But number one, we have destroyed what was there. We now have to rebuild what we destroyed before we think of moving forward. So I will submit and encourage our young people and the future generation. Yes, it's good to ask questions. It's good to try to find what went wrong, but not in the spirit of revenge, not in the spirit of name calling, pointing accusation. But what have we learned? and what do we need to do in future so that what has happened in the past should not happen again. I think that is the way we should go.
There is this issue the president mentioned it. I'm sure you heard him about the involvement of military officers in politics. And in West Africa, he's the ECOWAS chair presently. And he's been pushing about how, state countries that are having military rulers to move to democracy. How do you think we can ensure that military officers like yourself stay to be the military officers they are trained to be and not get involved in politics and generally governance issues?
Let me say I've been privileged. I joined the military during military rule, and I saw coups, successful coups and failed coups in Nigeria in my growing up within the system. And as I said before you today, I've never been that advocate who believes that the military is an alternate government when the politicians fail. But it takes two to tango. I have done some studies, and when I went to National Defense University in Washington, my study was on civil-military relations, because I discovered that somewhere along the line, there are also political leaders and politicians who we also are our friends. Just because we're in the military, we went to the same school, they went to be doctors, they went to study political science, we went to this. And if they fail, which is one of our biggest problems in this part of the world, anytime you lose an election, it has been rigged. But if you win, it's not rigged. So we have to understand that it's a process. It's not one journey. It's a process. The more we make mistakes, we learn from those mistakes. There is nothing wrong in any military officer having served, wanting to be a politician after you have finished your service. But we should also be careful with some of our political friends who try to instigate, because if two of us contest election, you lose and I win, you are sad, or if you win and I lose, I'm sad, and I say, okay, we should all be losers. Let's get the military. Talk to our friends. Let them take over government. And if I influence my friends, they take over government, I'm hoping that I will have a part to play in that government. So the politicians themselves have a problem that they have to honestly confront it. And the military, if you become more proficient and professional in your job, you will know it's just a profession. It's not a job. The military is a profession, just like doctors, just like pharmacists, just like any other professional people, lawyers. So we should also be very proficient and professional in our job, that we are trained to defend the nation and the people and not a particular government.
I know you've met with the leadership of the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces. What's your impressions, since when you left to now, with the transformation in the military?
I was, honestly, on Saturday, we had a very close interaction with the cross-section of the senior cadre of the armed forces, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. The discussion and the question and the opinion expressed showed me how much the government and the military itself is building itself up professionally. How much they are preoccupied to become professionals and to live and behave like professionals. And that I am very impressed. I'm also glad that I found the government have set up a staff college, and they have other institutions, and there is some reform going on within the military. And I was glad on the day that we were granted this award. And let me pause here to thank the president, the government, and the good people of Sierra Leone for thinking of some of us and even awarding us this prestigious award. Is a thing I've never thought of, I've never dreamed of. I did everything I did as a soldier. I did everything I did to see that people live in peace. So I want to thank the president once again. I want to thank the government, and I want to thank the people of Sierra Leone for that.
We thank you too for your service.
But above that, I am glad to see that the military today is really been focusing itself on its professional ground. And the more you build people professionally, the more they are preoccupied in their own job, that they will remain as referees to defend the territorial integrity of Sierra Leone and the people of Sierra Leone, not a political party, not an ethnic group, but the people and the country.
Will you come back soon?
It took me 20 years to come back. So in another 20 years, if I'm still alive, I'll come back. but on a serious note, I think with what I've seen, I may come back sooner than I expected. Thank you.
We hope you'll come, and it will be the continued celebration. But on behalf of, I think, it was good you being recognized, and General Opande as well. But I think some of us have read about what you did and the role you played. We're grateful, and thank you so much on behalf of the people of this country, that we appreciate what you did. And it's leadership as well. And what message will you want to leave with Sierra Leoneans? What will you want to tell people? You said you were living very close to this place, right?
Yes.
Very close to us here. And you've seen the changes and all. How do we keep this as a nation? As someone who was in the trenches, who tried to bring peace in this country, what general message will you want to leave with people of this nation?
Well, I will say, please, governance and development is a process. It can't happen in one day. Our wishes are greater than sometimes what we have. Our quest for development may be bigger than the pulse of government. So let's be patient. And please, let's imbibe dialogue. When there is disagreement, let's have dialogue. Let's make sure that we live in peace. Because if there is no security and stability, there can't be development and progress. So, for us to progress, we have to learn to live in peace with each other. And if we have something bothering us, let's dialogue and discuss. It's a give and take. We have seen the road conflict and destruction has taken us. We shouldn't allow it to happen again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We should disagree to agree. We should judge and not war. It's when we are peaceful, a peaceful nation, development will only come when we have peace. Thank you so much, retired General Major GCO, Grand Commander of the Order of the Roquette. That's one of the highest awards from this nation, and that was given to you by the government and His Excellency the President. We thank you so much for your service, and hopefully we'll see you soon. It won't take you 20 years again. No. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. We're taking a quick break. We'll come back shortly. Continue to stay with us.
General Retired Martin Luther Agbo. On this day, the Republic of Sierra Leone celebrates General Retired Martin distinguished soldier and statesman whose life served to embody integrity, loyalty, and excellence. General Abdo was Deputy Force Commander of the Land Field in Sierra Leone, where his innovative hotspot disarmament strategy advanced the disarmament, demobilization, and integration process and strengthened its operation. It fostered cooperation among stakeholders, protected civilians, and laid the foundation for evolving security and democratic renewal. His vision and discipline directly contributed to Sierra Leone's peace and stability. Sierra Leoneans recognize not only General Agbo's illustrious career, but also his decisive role in Sierra Leone's peace process. His leadership in disarmament and integration, his commitment to protecting civilians, and his dedication to democratic renewal make him a true friend of Sierra Leone. In recognition of these distinguished contributions and others of mention, I hereby present General Retired Martin Luther Agbo for the conferring of the National Honor of Grand Commander of the Order of the
African soldiers who fought for freedom. Some are dead and some are living. Those that are dead are still fighting on. Those that are living are still fighting. Shaka Zulu, African soldier. Eli Selassie, African soldier. Namdi Azikiwe, African soldier. African soldier, Jomo Kenyatta, African soldier, Patrice Lumumba, African soldier, Marcus Garvey, African soldier, African soldier, show your power, show your power and free your people now. Save your people, save your people, save them now from economic hazards. Save your people from political nonsense. I said save your people from economic rubbish. Oh, save your people from political yabbies.
Welcome back. This is the Truth Morning Devotion on Truth FM 103.9 with the broadcast live from the studios na Ilkot na Fritong. We're then at the final part of the program this morning, but thanks to General Retired Martin Luther Agbo, a Nigerian, we serve as the deputy commander for UNAMSIL, and the man we actually start the disarmament process in this country, after the war and all of that. And President Bill being decorated with the Grand Commander of the Order of the Rokel Award. Over 20 years since he left the country, he come back and move around. So we get a reason for sharing experience and talk to the people of this country, because the peace they enjoy, so I can always say now, people and they will sacrifice for them. And now one person this, we sacrifice for little get them. Now the second part, like I've been saying this morning, we can talk to some aspirants them of the APC on their assessment of the lower level election. We also get with we now the studio Honorable Rabbi Sirajin Munir Rollins Kamara, an aspirant for the APC Deputy National Chairman position. Good morning, Rabbi, and welcome.
Good morning, Lamrana.
How Rabbi be politician as well?
Well, we even have a ultra-Orthodox political party in Israel where most of the leaders they embark now Rabbi then. So politics and religion are two sides of a coin.
So how you they balance them?
Definitely, I enjoy them because it's my faith as a Christian, or the Hebrew faith, where I believe say it's centered in the Word of God, where we see in Isaiah 33:22, where God say, give you the three arms of government there. So having the fear of God on one hand and leading people, wanting to lead people in our politics, I think say they give you the best balance. Somebody must have the fear of God for let govern people. And anybody will lack that.
And you get that fear there?
Definitely I fear God. Yes, I fear God and I fear because the golden rule say do unto others, I would like others do unto you. If I know for me, then thief me, I'm not go thief you. You know, that I think that's the simple thing.
Okay, continue for stay with you. I'll come back to you shortly. Let's go on with video link because we get two of the aspirant them. When Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara and Adi Macaulay, we expect to get the mayor and also Lawyer Timbo for joining me on with video call. Just want to get quickly the assessment of the lower level election. Good morning, shall I say my land colleagues? Good morning, gentlemen. Hello? Okay, we try to get them on the video call. While so they try to get them, Rabbi, let's start with you quickly. You pull a statement when the lower level election being the goal. You raise concern about the symbols being used, right?
Right.
What are you concerned and what are your assessment of the lower level election?
The lower level election, by and large, compared to the last one, this is better off, I would say. But I raised the concern on the symbol because of misinformation. People are not informed that that's the process we take. And knowing this keeper generation, when something like that's happening, they expect everybody for say opinion. And definitely, unlike other time, this one will be get time for they ask for candidature fee and also for produce passport size picture. And if the IMC don't ask for that, people are not present, we expect say them face for day and people not been get this information, they will have campaign say, well, I don't know who symbol I get for get to because get for go ballot. But people are saying Namina Sori Kabo, I do go for secretary, vote for me. So where the people go can and especially they see Sori Kabo na the ballot, they not see them. So for me, in as much as the process not too bad, but it not been correct because if they should have informed the people for say this now they expect.
Well, they say I've been getting the coordinator this morning. They say then give the people in time for identify the symbol
Sure.
and campaign before the election.
That was the very day of the voting, right?
Yeah.
But now look at best practices. We know say there is a timetable for campaign. There is a cool-off period, a day or two. Then the day for election. Why you expect people to go campaign on the day of the election? We will not get for doing a national election. What are we saying? Waiting will they do so? This na rehearsal for we. Waiting will they see for practice and now for what we expect na national level. Now for begin the practice at this lower level also. So if you go talk, people will also think say by the time they go vote a national election, maybe not the same thing will happen. So now me feel say if that was going to happen, they should have sent out a notice a day before the election. City Tunis came with a voice note and say the election they go ahead. This is because people don't go and make some propaganda and say election on the right. So I was expecting also the IMC leadership or the team for say yes, and because of like yesterday we had, and I get this that because of time and resources, we cannot print the thousands of people away apply for respective positions. So therefore, when they go ballot, that will have come out clearly. So I would not have written that. But before I did a lot of grumbling on the take place now. APC group and the for this and that, people and they express their concern. So, and somebody.
You're not the only person who boldly come out.
Well, actually, outside the APC circle, and because in fact, why I did say I did call on PPRC, because when you aim for the sky, you want for the ceiling, aim for the sky, you might drop and land there. So I called for extremity and stop the process. We are no say it go surge everybody, and people listen and read, and of course then self no say maybe me point legit, and so therefore they'll give some assurance to say yes, this ain't happen, but maybe we will improve them. For me, even going to the 21 days window we get from Saturday to the constituency election, even the one for do the same method, may then just inform the people and say 72 hours, and this will get for expect to prepare for that.
So people then go campaign.
That is it.
Okay,
but, yes.
Rabbi, I'll come back to you. Let me try with video link again. Good morning, gentlemen. Joseph Fijial Kamara and Adi Macaulay. Good morning, sirs.
Good morning, Lamaranaba. Good morning, listeners and viewers.
Mr. Kamara, they start with you. I see some news they go around, say you sweep all the lower level election, the position them. Is that so? Would they get a sound problem with you? I don't know if you sound mute. Another hear you. Would they get a sound problem? So whilst they wait for JFK, you hear me now? Or you hear me, but not hear you. Check your sound. Or they come back to you. I'll go to Adi quickly. Adi, I see the usual PR and with your team when you saw you go vote and when you voted. What are your assessments of the lower level election? You have sweep all the delegates them, or now you get the votes them?
Well, me not to that kind husband with the give we have get belly without knowing whether a boy picking or girl picking. But what I would tell you is that Lamrana, I am very much encouraged by the average and relative success of the elections. I want to congratulate the national executive, the whole structure of the party, especially the IEMC and the IECMB, we do a very good job, not just in organizing the elections, but also for make the Independent Electoral Complaints Board for look into several complaints that we get for do with the register, we get for do with placement of voting centers. I think they did an incredible job. I want to say thank you to them. And I also want to say thank you to comrades that we team up under sun, long queues for vote. I could tell you, say, if this enthusiasm we take come into 2028, it is bye-bye SLPP and President being government.
They were concerned about the symbols, and one person we get concerned, Rabbi Nayadon Rizam, and see when opening themselves been they use them for provoking, using symbols for the election. You think say that's gonna make the whole process free, fair and transparent as well, using the symbols instead of the contestant them photos as them been expect that to happen?
So let's say this. One thing where we all for avoid as members of the party now for engaging knee-jerk reactions. You know, even myself here, when I initially get for no say na symbols that they use, I was a little concerned. But I placed several phone calls to the chairman of the IEMC, members of the national executive, and explained Chanel. But it was only when I go vote, I realized say the symbols way they use make it easier for people and for know which particular candidates they want for vote for. And let me make this very clear. You know, when you go into the various wards they organize themselves into teams. Many of the people that when me vote for, na me constituency and me ward, not to people that I don't meet before. But I talked to one or two people we give me confidence that these are people we be able for trust with the leadership of rewards them. And by using the symbols, it make it easier for lots of people because man not don't meet some people here, so man not sabi read and write. So if you not don't meet somebody before, you not sabi read and write, how you go vote for who that you want to vote for? But if you meet people now, like Aberdeen, you get the one that we get the bike. The old symbol say they all team up one place. Say now with this, where you go, if you want to vote for me, go vote for the motorbike. If you want to vote for me, go vote for the fall. I think that make it very easy for people and for go through the process. So I think relatively in that regard, I am satisfied.
I'll
But
come back
that
to you. I think we
notwithstanding,
don't get
I take
sound.
the point where Rabbi make.
Okay.
Therefore, they give people a sufficient notice for try to do away with all the suspicion. Because we get a history in our party. We make every small way somebody do, people they raise concern because people believe say processes not can be open. But I think we don't improve on previous elections. So we can just get better.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Go to JFK quickly. I think we don't get sound from I've been asked earlier, JFK, whether the news going around that now you don't sweep all the votes them. Now you don't get the people them with the elect. Is that true? Hello? I think JFK is still try for fixing in sound. But I think we get the mayor on the phone, on the line as well. Good morning, our worship.
Good morning, Lambrana. Good morning, listeners.
Thanks for joining us this morning. What's in yourself now your assessment of the lower level election? I see, yes, you post after the election and you congratulate the party and people that we go vote. Yourself get the votes them. Now you, as one of the aspirants, you don't get the people them at the ward level?
I think, my answer could be similar to Addy. I'm very, very happy with the outcome. Levels are happy for the organization of options being done so well. I want again for you this opportunity for congratulate the party leadership, the IEMC, the complaints. I mean, it was a new system because the automated membership system where the membership cards came through an electronic database, and the inputting of candidates also go through that database. So there was a lot that was new. But USA, you did bring in technology. You also did bring in increased transparency. So I think this is now a very, very big step for the APC party. And I want to congratulate everybody. We play a role in that. And similarly, for we members them, people them been get for some teams them, some voters come out as early as 3-4 o'clock in the morning for don't day at the polling stations at the voting centers. This is going around the country. So once more, this for me this is now a huge sign of the preparedness and the readiness of the APC party. So I want to congratulate we membership as well.
There were reports of cases of violence. We saw in Falaba and some parts in the western area, Kono as well. As an aspirant, you're concerned? Are you worried about the incident that day?
There were isolated incidents. We think inevitable, unfortunately. Waiting important is that this does not relate to the vast majority of centers. In percentage terms, it's been very, very minor. But of course, every incident of violence and an incident and waiting important, now the processes for deal with them. We get the IEMC, we get the complaints board, we get the secretariat. In some instances, it may actually involve the police having to step in. But I go emphasis when you look at a process and you take in intensity, USAI out of over 500-600 voting stations, I think in fact the figure is 900 voting stations. You did talk about a handful of centers USAI you get these unfortunate incidents, which is still job well done, and improvements could be made for address the issues which lead to their incidents, and most importantly, for ensure say this they also be adequately addressed. We guess we get some issues, but they're very, very minor relative to the overall picture. One of a transparent, credible, peaceful elections, lower level elections for the APC party.
Are there lessons learned you think una can use as a party for improve? I've been getting the IMC coordinator on I this morning. He say una they move on to the constituency election now. Are there things you want to see improve and get better with your observation and assessment of the process?
Oh, definitely. One that's been mentioned already, and that now the question of information, communication to the voters. Now the next level gonna be less cost because this next level we deal with a smaller delegate pool. For the ward elections, now all card carrying members will be fully up in the final register. When we come to the constituency election, we talk about the ward executives. But waiting will be most important, and we are no say I work on the secretary to work on. Now for make sure say the candidates list, because we know who the delegates list is. The delegates list created by process. The waiting will be the unknown, not the candidates list. Uda na the one them where they apply for the positions of constituency executive members. That information for be available, or rather the process of applying for be started very, very quickly. It could be available where sure say go be the case. And once everybody don't go through the candidate list for be available and indicated to all at the earliest possible date. This not something where IMC not aware of. This not something where the secretary is not aware. You know, sometimes challenges where you face now from circumstances somewhat beyond one's control. But in the next few weeks, this next election, I go say that are the biggest lesson learned, that you reduce suspicion when you make sure say everybody get the same information at the same time.
You go and see the candidate them na the constituency election, them picture them na the ballot, or it should be the same with symbols?
I think say this now matter for the party for this side. Think about it for one moment. As Addie explains, I'm not going to go over them again. It was actually a very, very helpful. You know, in the end, the symbols were actually quite useful because you will not read foresee the symbol easy. You will not know the ward members them. So you go know the chairman, but the chairman the work as a team. You know, it getting women's leader, it getting young Congress. Sometimes you don't know them face and the chairman say, hey, we own team, we symbol Nadi Okada. Easy. At the level of the constituency, you're talking about a fast number of candidates. We get 446 wards and you get 9 positions. So just look at the number of individual photos that we may definitely produced in duplicates, in multiple duplicates. At quite a significant cost-saving approach will be adopted. At the constituency level, I believe say, you know, that consideration will be factored in. You know, you're talking about 132 constituencies and 16 members. Waiting at the simplest, most effective way for do this.
Okay. So
this
finally,
wait till we just don't experience. Don't tell we say this system works, but dynamics might be different at constituency level. I'm not wedded to either. I think say once a sensible, efficient process put into place, we go over time.
Finally, Madam Mayor, as one of the aspirants, you did on a good standing with the conclusion of the ward election. You think you're on good standing?
Absolutely. I don't smile since Saturday, and I'm very, very satisfied with the outcome of Saturday. Okay. Very, very satisfied.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Thanks for speaking to us this morning, for taking time. I know you might be on your way to work, but thanks so much for joining us this morning. I think we don't get sound from JFK now. Let's try and see. Somebody say Joy don't come. Joy is coming. Good morning, JFK. We still get some technical of it in the internet or the network on inside. Yes, but let's conclude with Adi quickly. Adi, I've been asked, Yusuf thinks you are on the right standing presently as a flag bearer aspirant with the conclusion of the ward election?
Oh, yes, I am very much satisfied in the sense that quite a lot of people we align with me ideology, with me team, become very successful in the lower level elections. Not forget, say, the delegates them we they don't elect at the ward level. Not to delegate we get for vote for we the flag bearers at the national delegate conference. Then delegate here at the ward level, then at the constituency executive, then get for vote for. So we on duty now for make sure say they vote for people in the constituency we are aligned with me. And I am very pleased for tell me supporters and team say we are very much encouraged with the success we team achieve at the lower level end of the elections. That is the ward. We are confident that majority of the one them way they don't elect as ward executive will go on to vote and support for people that the constituency we get for support we. So we get this thing in we campaign say wait till you plant 90 go. And I am pleased to
You plant don't begin go?
And get more fertilizer, make it grow and make way for yield a very good yield at the end of the process.
Okay, you get any message, anything there where you think should be improved, should be changed if as soon as they go to the constituency election?
Lamrada, there is always room for improvement. Like I say, this is the first time we adopt this system. We use technology, and it is encouraging. Like Yvonne say, usai technology day, transparency day. The only thing is that we go ask the national executive and the IEMC for be very prompt in, disseminating information regarding, the polling. It's going to be less arduous. It's going to be less challenging going forward because, probably in this process we get over 70 to 80,000 people away vote. The next rounds of election, we need to get up to 5,000 people away they vote.
Okay.
So it will be less difficult. I believe say things will improve. But once again, congratulations to the leadership of the party and IEMC for, conducting elections were relatively successful.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Adi Macaulay. Quickly, and we talk to we
Thank you
final flag bearer aspirant, lawyer Timbo, where they which we presently they on with video call now. Good morning, Mr. Timbo, and welcome. Hello, good morning. Talegna lawyer they will get to the Okay, we try for fixed standing. Rabbi, I can to you, Rabbi, quickly. Yusuf, they on good standing. You they contest for the
National Deputy.
National Deputy. You they on good standing.
I will not classify that. The only thing I don't learn for make I learn the broom where they all use where they say all man sweep. I want for learn that broom they lead up to we election where it will take place in August. But as somebody said, this is not the preliminary, and you get for begin see those they talk to from constituency to district and region, which we get on Saturday now flood irrigation where they just scatter water. But after this now, you get for begin what we call drip irrigation, begin to look at the key people and you can begin meet another the strategy coming, and so for me. I think say I cut across and always want for present myself as a voice where people can look forward to. A lot of accusation, not to say party, no they talk, party, no they act. I don't know if you say I might.
It sounds like you get concerned about the leadership of the party presently. Is that so?
But if I'm comfortable, I would not have contested. I just think say I go for bring something we know there. And I said it in one of my interviews before. I said if I had been on at the executive, Samura Kamara's issue would have not existed. Because me a very good listener and also if final sentence in 1 minute I dey hold this position, so another minute I don't change because I don't see sense, you know. And person in politics is about give and take. Samuel might have his flaws, but me also, I know they support him for say in electoral justice, but get components them who I subscribe to. So I think say for some elements, segments of way I believe in, you should have been listening to and say, let not just dismiss and for say you don't feel we. And then even if some small factor would not have gone to the PPRC had I been to in the leadership. That's the background I come up from. Say we can deal with our issues. You know, when people in terms say, hey, you know, for go yonder, if I don't come to the internal waiting and but look at them people, we get all the internal structure, we still get them gaps here. So this is what me want for bring say, I dey be a strong pillar of support to the chairman, and by extension, I also dey be a midfielder, you know, for make sure say I keep in touch with the ordinary person. Once we obtain over time, people and once they hold power, then they beg now for old power. But once they hold the power now, then become ethnocentric, begin make.
You know, grassroots.
Well, I don't like that word grassroots. Sir.
Okay.
Me an ordinary person. Okay. Grassroots, when you segment it to the word grass and roots, just look at what you can do with grass. Then it's can pull them. Yeah. The roots will for shoot up and say, no, you're not supposed for come for the under. So after election, the grass when it's can pull and you know, and then can tell election 4 years, 6 months done, then come back, begin can talk to
okay. Rabbi, I come back to you. Let's see if we get sound from JFK now. Good morning, JFK.
Yeah, good morning.
Joy is here. Joy don't come. Finally, Joy don't come. Good morning. I see there's the news all over that you don't sweep all sides. Is that the case? That you get the world election. Now you win over 80%.
Well, I see the news they go viral. For me, major focus I dey work on the ground and they check out waiting the gun and how would they see the people and especially the voters. So the conclusions reach out there could be the conclusions of the one the way conduct their own polling analysis. Me, I would like to thank the APC Secretariat for organizing these elections and thank even the government for the to get from the police because I was all over the place. I travel as far as Bamakonta. I go see waiting the gun and I inspired for the police supported and give for the coverage. I also thank me co-aspirants. I see we all manage safely. There is less violence. And we see the voters comporting themselves. And I think say at this stage, I go comment everywhere we involved in this, that we are all satisfied and everybody win. But we know that are the two winners. And the two winners are the people and JFK.
And the people and JFK, you say?
Yes.
So you tell it on show say they confirm the news now of you getting most of the people them with the elect. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, from our situation, most of the voters that were then voting, these are people aligned to our aspiration, and we deal with we. And we believe, say, moving forward to the constituency level, yes, if we work by this analysis, they want to see change for Sierra Leone and change for the APC and the new conscience of the party.
With your assessment, I've seen pictures of you moving around, like you mentioned. Are there things you think, the people who conduct the election or the party could have done better? Rabbi was talking earlier about more engagement and information out there so people can go understand. There's this issue about the use of symbol as well, now the ballot paper. There are things you think could have helped the process in a better way and be more transparent and credible?
Oh yes, Lamrana, no elections all over the world perfect. Yeah, what we see the first time we experience this at the APC, we get an average fraction of over 60%. What we want to see improved on is the communication aspect. People went to the polling station. Sometimes the locations have been changed, and they will go to the new locations. So, and the whole issue, also, we not been getting enough communication to people understand who that represents the symbol and which symbol then they represent. So there was that challenge. Thirdly, the issue of voting materials. As we travel, voters they not reach the people on time. Meaning, say, we get for continue voting till very late in the night. As the way not get energy with light nobody. But despite all these challenges, and as I talk to you, they don't give you blackout. At this thing, I would not do like this country. The blackouts they become acceptable, but we not agree for acceptance because we know all they don't bring and come back. They give me.
I test and test you.
I do it. But coming to the point again, say, yes, the elections, all the challenges here, we manage yourself well. And congratulations to APC.
So finally, you're going to the constituency election with, you know, this, you know, you feel fulfilled that you don't sweep the ward election. You feel satisfied going to the the constituency election?
No, I'm not satisfied because at the CC we rate it not each way we want. Because from your analysis, we rate between 36 to 39%. And that's not a satisfactory performance for. At this stage, we want to see ourselves above 50. And by the time they go to the convention, our rating should be between 70 and 80%. So what you need now on a coalition, we need for talk to we company, like my brother Adi Macaulay and even. It is time when I come on board. It is time we'll talk. Let we come together as we go towards the convention. Yes, for join the joy is coming to him.
This guy.
Yes, it is come on board and building the coalition. Let this train take us to a safe landing and waiting good for the country and the party.
Okay.
So we need for unite. Once we are united, the S will be out of this government.
Okay, thank you so much, JFK, for speaking to us this morning. We appreciate your time and pray the light go stay.
Thank you.
Soon. Thank you so much. I think we get Lawyer Timbo quickly on the call. Let's see if we can speak to him quickly and come, you know, talk to Rabbi about aspiration and why they run for this position. Good morning, Lawyer Timbo. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Morning, Lamar.
I see you right after the election, not only commending on a party, but one thing where you say is that you know the APC they go into an election with a constitution where you know one person will help for right. You know, sounds like you feel fulfilled and satisfied. Is it not just about you being an aspirant, but your contribution to the party with this kind of process?
Lamana, I think it's both. Satisfied with the outcome in the first place, and I'm also satisfied with the process. The fact that we've come this way. I don't know if I get myself like double. Is it my earpiece?
No, maybe I think now you sound to you, and we get you clear now.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello. Technology. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we hear you. You hear you?
Hello. Yeah, I hear you from afar.
Yes,
but still I'll try.
Yes, you were saying.
Like I said, it's two things. Yeah, two things. One, I'm satisfied with the outcome. waiting really surprising and funny now how I don't see all man don't get 80% of these votes, but
How much you don't get?
it's interesting how people live. I'm telling you that I'll continue to work in stealth mode. Anybody who run for win elections and they call election results too early, that person they really need to understand elections very well. I'm satisfied with elections across the entire nation. There are a few places where, well, because of the kind of things that were happening, elections not hold or then change locations, like JFK been say earlier. But overall, I think it was a very good election for myself and my team. But beyond that, I feel fulfilled that a dream was started many years back for reintroduce democracy into the APC, we actually see it on come to fruition now. It wasn't the most perfect election, but it's now one way, I think, even better than some elections we ECSL conduct. I see people make reference to the use of symbols, but I want to commend the idea for even use symbols in this thing as well, because I don't think there's ever been a time, even with ECSL, where they conduct an election for over or almost 7,000 candidates. Imagine one ward, you get 9 positions where they contest for, 9. When ECSL they conduct election, maybe now 1 or 2 people they contest, or 3, 4, depending on the number of political parties. We they talk about 9 different ballot boxes in one polling station for just one election. It was tough. The timeline we've been get for, let us say we, well, I mean we as in APC, but the secretariat as well as, well, the secretariat in particular been get for put them ballot papers here together was difficult. We also need to understand the challenges where the party been to go through at the time. But there's no way, I think I see within Dr. Sylvia Blyden also post, and I agree with them, that this one is safer than even the use of numbers. Imagine you use numbers where you can change 1 to 4, you can change 2 to 3. But with symbols, it's easier for the people to understand symbols. You know, if somebody don't go vote for us, even whether you're illiterate or you're illiterate, you know, say this possible they support. Now us na your symbol. Or you don't announce that until when I say me symbol na us. Whether you go use thumbprint, you use pen, nobody can change that. So because of that, you see, say, I don't know if you don't do proper analysis across, but even the number of invalid votes, the void votes them, were not even as high as the one that ECS have been again nationwide. So for me, it was a success. There are challenges, yes. I don't want to repeat them because I agree with what in JFK don't say. Challenges where we encounter. But overall, I am pleased, I'm happy that we're making very big progress in all the districts, as well as the fact that we don't reintroduce democracy in the APC in the electoral process.
So what's your expectation for the constituency election? They ask what's your expectation of the constituency election for go to next after this?
My expectation in terms of my personal support, or in terms of the way the elections
you as an
individual,
yes, as an aspirant, and generally as somebody we satisfied that this democratic process within our party look the work.
Look, there's a trend will happen in this election. I think that trend will continue, and then people will pay attention very well now. Go understand. I don't want to say it here, but there's a trend. There are many people who have been come and feel say things will change. We come and make a lot of effort for make certain people lost their positions in certain places and then not succeed. And I think that it don't cause a lot of disquiet in some camps. But I feel the way how we don't start to at the world level, there's all likelihood that it's going to continue in that same pattern. And if that same pattern continues, we will believe it's going to happen, then definitely we're going to win the election.
You get any message to you supporter them or members of una party? You sound very confident this morning, you know.
I want to tell everybody, not to just me supporters, that we need to keep calm, believe in the process. IEMC don't show so far a high level of integrity in doing this process in a very challenging environment. I want to make
they also look at people like messages. Let we go beyond just the pantap rhetoric, the waiting fine. You know, let's look at and say what would they choose now? Now somebody who can lead the party. Leading the party goes beyond just winning a presidential election. First, you need to get the experience, for understand how to bring this party together. You need to understand the philosophy of the APC. You need to get longer experience within the APC and understand how they work for make you take the move on forward. So when people go to the next elections, from then your local levels, let them also think about that in making the decisions as to order for be the next leaders in their own constituencies.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Usman Timbo, for joining us this morning. And we wish you well with your campaign and aspiration. And we'll talk to you in between time na this program. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Usman Timbo, one of the Flagbearer aspirants na the APC party, and I get another aspirant for the Deputy National Chairman position, Honorable Rabbi Sirajin Rollins Kamara. Rabbi, you've been to talk about the leadership issue where you think say they within the party. Waiting na your campaign mantra, or waiting why the members of the APC should believe in you and give you the opportunity for serve as a deputy national chairman.
Now like what happen so? A lot of people talk, but it's like say now all man they come, they reply to Honorable Sirajin comment like say I should not have said what I said. Now all man they come out and make himself good. Well now that's I think say we for able left at the APC. Nobody will tell you that you already use the word relatively. That means saying 100%. And me bold enough for come out and say this should be. Now because people in one position is sugarcoat, that's the difference. And also I don't get threat from many people and say, until I go, this will not go vote for him. This will treat him. Many things I've said. For me, I know they keep grudge. And when I see something, I talk him. If I talk him, I don't with him. But if
so is it because you they bring out issues that make people in the party see you as...
Yes, it's a part of it, you know. And even I will not call the waiting call at the support a particular candidate I will not name here, but I think say even from people and where they around that support they also see say, hey, am I the dense woman in chance so this and that. But I said this is a personal comment, a statement. Let people know link them to anything, you know. This is what Siraj believes in doing, you know. But waiting, I don't see people and they come and they talk to you. Oh man, okay, this will for talk and to you say, but how long? Waiting, the surprise me. Nobody no ever take a stand for point at the shortcomings na the leadership. But when somebody then they can't tell you this they happen. But when you decide for brave yourself, bottle up and talk, then say, oh, and then begin talk different thing about you. But
you not think say that go affect your chances, especially when people think say you shouldn't be coming out with the issues they alone and solve them internally?
Well, then I will have to disappoint them because if I not speak now, that's the way I have to be if they vote for me. I'm not going to be a different person. So if they say and this kind of person not fits there in the leadership, let it be. But this is me. Not so because I want vote. I told you earlier on say my religion they play a major part in my political life. So I'm not going to tell you say I promise say today then tomorrow I can't change. You know, this is what I believe, and I think say we need for be true to the people, to the right person. Let not get too tongue. You know, and if it get to affect me, definitely let it be. But believe me, I will not change. And I even maybe sometimes I can say, wait till bring me into politics. I would have been a better civil society person for continue for blow the whistle. You know, but I also believe say me aspiration for do a particular thing maybe I can only achieve through politics. The foundation.
Are you aggrieved that you know one person we been go parliament, one person we them in Pulna Parliament. What was it? You wanted the symbol back for go Parliament, get them that grievance that you get?
Well, if you want to talk that one day, it's a little bit a journey because when we are removed from Parliament, the parliamentary leadership then, the party leadership, we went to Makeni, met with former President Dr. Anisbai Krumah, and they agreed, say they know they go Parliament until they reinstate we. You know, they flout that. We had another meeting, and they say, well, we them pull so, come 2023, the party will correct the SLPP the wrong way they commit by returning us to parliament. But just one or two night and pick, some of us then feel say we know they bow to the system. We are left out. And I can even tell you, say, I listened to an audio where one person talks, say, no vote for Amona NRM, then kind of thing. And if it's not so much about me as Siraj, but also they look at person like Harriet, Honorable Harriet, we've been working at ACC, it left, they're only for Kampulam. Honorable Kadi Davis contested 3 times, and we will go back, You talk about Honorable Mohammed Urasef, Momo Kamara. Momo Kamara, for let's say at 3 steps, it like say the thing don't eat into them. Which I been expect, if SFP do wrong for pulling a parliament, the court do wrong for pulling a parliament, because in a court pulling a parliament, and not get evidence about SLPP in a court, now I make her not to believe for the going to court with cases, Yeah.
So now that grievance, now don't they make you vex for the leadership?
I will not say I vex, but it's a concern that I raise that if not to follow una do and for waiting and call for please be, why una not able to correct the wrongs of the SLPP? So then say become accomplice. So for beginning talk say SLPP they fed and this and that, but una say don't subdue to something where the system do bad, una not able to correct them. So it will ask who said the sincerity today. So even when they are say, una pull on a parliament, na conspiracy, even some members of our party, and some people are very bold to say it and want for you specifics. And so I'm can't begin to trust people like that. I not go dance with, I not go happy for them.
So now they make you not happy with the leadership.
Yeah, one of the things said, because also they're not the two open up, like I say, misinformation or disinformation. Like this symbol, we all man they cry me down like for say I should not have said that. Waiting be wrong for just 1 day or 2 before say, these are the method they would take. Inform the people who prepare. And the answer the SO in the invalid. Say we cannot print this, but how person go no say na this is the meet, and then all the APC group them, then see say not na strategic right more, but hundreds of thousands of people commented, then talk say this is not good, Why? Because
but now you
yes, that tell you say I get a part, I get a very important personality in this country, and I'm happy for that. That people even come say, you write this thing. Before they get series of interviews, you understand, Other people and talk, but they don't even countenance them, So maybe when you say, hey, this nice star, let's press him down. But you can't keep a good man down, So if they allow me for that, they take their action away, then they come group now for fetch me. Because me, I know the afraid fed self in the first place. I like where people and Boku they against me. I like that because I believe it and I believe, and I prefer. I disagree to 1,000 people than I hurt me pillow. Because I go sleep, I want let me pillow tell me, say, yes, what you did was right. Let no go sleep. You say, why did you do this? So let people know, say, we are all different, And I say, you don't believe me, if I don't go make I not get the position, let it be. But it's difficult.
What are you strength within the party for this position where they want to? Because it seems like you not person where they say things you believe, say, if they're wrong, and you get grievance with the leadership because of how you think they treat you with the symbol and the MP issue, the parliament issue. What are you strength within the party?
There are people where they believe in the ideology, not just me. There are people like me.
The NRM ideology.
Well, NRM now one, but also the ideology of saying standing for the truth. People and the way when they've been looked for to reforms will not be ever join NRM. There are many of them, and they will always be happy to see such. What the party for try do now for encourage dissenting voices, but we also get people who they know say if you even tin up Botski the election say they not go win. There are the people who can elect for raise issue and say, oh, that's why they not like the party, they can't fair the party. But there are people in Boku, then all over the country want to see dissenting voice. They want people who speak for them. And definitely I make myself available for that because they know say when I know their issues at the talk. And I'm sure they are listening and watching and they're happy for me. So those people are delegates.
What are you hope for win the election?
I not get that broom them man and they take the sweep so then they say and make 70-80%. I'm hopeful that with a sober campaign and proper discussion, I say they go for the deputy for make people and not say, hey, this if you be leader, it will be tough. Of course, then go say, even with me firm position, I see they work under the leadership of the chairman. So I'll tell you for now, I said, what happened soon at the ward election, now the preamble. Now they can begin see from constituency, and they man go able to calculate, say, I get 10%, I get 50%, I get 70%.
So far you not get any percent?
No. I have people where I sure say then they retain their position at constituency, district, and regional level. Those ones I know already. So, but until after anybody can count now, say, now election they can count. Now they say the fall no heart in Agates. You see 30, you see get 34. Sometimes most of them, and look at, if all man they say, you pull 70%, 80%, all man don't talk them. So they ask, would I get them people in there? So we left for try from then can't. So now they can't wear middle. I begin say, yes, I have something to offer.
You think that the APC, they prepare himself for be a formidable party for contest the 2028 election?
Yes, and I make some of us they look at, if you say crack day with the talk for made and cement time, I'll tell you this concern I raised leading up to constituency election, it not go repeat himself. But you get to expect this, that a governance where we the seasonal way it not smooth, it not good. And so everybody's agitated to say, I have the answer to do better. So I made they see the big number of Flagbearer aspirants at the APC. No sooner we pick the Flagbearer in August, I will tell you, moving to 27, the CC APC is a formidable party, and I'm happy that not to that time for say, oh, then go pick somebody. So now everybody has to galvanize votes. So when win, say not to pick them, pick now vote them, vote. That means
which kind of Flagbearer the APC forget for able to win 2028 election?
A Flagbearer way we unite with. If they unite the party, unite the country. The country don't polarize so much that even now, if me talk something small, a little bit to get for do with good for SLPP, then go on for kill me. We not for B. I'll get a cap when I'm blue, so then me like for get color match. So I wear blue. So this cap now I get boss cap, but the right in a fluorescent green. Somebody see me, hey, oh man, you don't go over because of that small, Now, so the situation not look toxic that if you wear green, even your favorite color, because in APC, should not. And that will no one for let us see continue. So that Flagbearer day for able to unite the party, the country, and no say we all now one, and that politics not for divide we, and possibly get what it take for knock doors for let we rebuild. The country, Tijan Kaba been laid a strong foundation, and Eskuma can raise the wall. We may expect some other go just roof now. Sometimes the next person can do furnishing and fittings. But what you will see, instead of President Bio roof, we'll see some begin say this window is bent, then broke them. This domino for there, then broke them. So now I need to be to this. So want somebody they can look say, let's have a national policy, a national agenda moving forward. Regardless of the mistakes, and we're ready for forgiveness. Believe me, if we say this Tonangi, waiting because Salon go beyond, and I don't want anything where they remind back of the war. We are a victim of the war. I've fallen ambushed them several times, so I don't want anything like that nature again.
If this leadership continue, this leadership where you get doubts about, you think said he go able lead on for win election?
No, well, and the Flagbearer, no Flagbearer not in the leadership in the first place. We make the condition for say after 6 months after election, that position they left vacant. So whosoever the major leader of the party, not in this executive in the first place. And I know say some position get for change at the national executive. I'm saying this, and thank God this is truth media. When we are removing from parliament, we've been mobilized to diplomatic mission them. In one mission, until we say APC has the number to win election at all times, even them conduct 40, 50 election. They say, but the way when I executive they handle matters, they say, an officer when I ready for win election. And so some of us reinforce with strength in seeing that reforms take place. So that if anybody get for be chairman, let him be elected. If anybody hold position at national level, let him be elected. So I think say from that we don't push from 2023 for leader foundation day. And I'm sure we can get better as we progress. 26 they look better past 23. 29 go something go lead with to the perfect state,
Okay, Rabbi, thank you so much for speaking to us. Honorable Rabbi Sirajin Rollins Kamara, na aspirant for the Deputy National Chairman position at the APC. Now me get concerned about the symbol. Put out that story. There are a lot of people.
That one also we call on sarcastic hyperbole, deliberate exaggeration, but with humor. Because there was no sick. But I just want to let people not do take the thing like say na high blood pressure for make it drop us inside. Brought some fun.
What's the issue with you and Reverend Capscano?
Yes, we get different lenses, imagine possibly they na the whole time saying SLPP operative. But just like on Thursday, now we get the Armed Forces Day. I also say, be in a court, one would I say the one can hold one lady before we. But now come on, I will tell the police who also pull the lady from their hand, And I say, so look at una they can't fetch you, better una go release younger. And so when I wrote that piece on Armed Forces Day, the abuse and underuse of armed forces, I said the security within the law courts even enough for make them go take younger from Guinea the hand. That's also na sarcastic hyperbole. But nobody not take issue. No call me say me na SLPP operative. Just because I said this, I wonder what to make me SLP operative. Capscano, I will not talk about and I became not there, but I don't write him, I don't reply him. I say this na attempt for love speak to your reverend.
Is it that the APC get doubt in you? They not get trust in you?
In what sense, like for say,
you as a person, the things that they say openly.
Because if you blast SLPP, you blast APC. The good thing no more they say, why me they blast for SLPP? They not even they look me bad there. But my own part where they say love correct things and then begin take you for say you should not say anything for correct. Charity begins at home. Lamana, I remember you hosted me na Start TV been there where I go for the symbol for Go Parliament.
Yeah.
You ask me about society, about my relation with Ernest Bakroma. Me, I don't know, so I go wrong side with Ernest Bakroma. But people in the way they just transporting them. The fact is that if he had listened to me, even the Friday for me to be convention on Sunday, I go to our APC group, Platinum. I say, Pa, dear, I appeal to you, whatever decision, consult, let be other people and say, tomorrow, may no can blame you. So my name, you say, they don't let this and that. And today, the same people didn't tell me, say, don't let, I didn't tell me, I turn back and they blame and they say, consult. Mama, where it happens, so all man, they turn partners. But I said this earlier, if they agree enough for reach that point, it's everybody should say, go decide. Now all man they pull it. So wait till they say people just don't want for say you talk through where something go help the leader for do better than just have for tell and say you hail and die libasa and me not get that. Believe me.
Well, thank you.
Thank you
so much for joining us this morning and ending the program with we. We will get you in between time and the program. No go to sit down for us. Yes, you do. We're not done so. But now the end the program for today. Many thanks to guests who don't join me this morning. We don't talk about the APC lower level election. We get views from across some parts of the country. We talk to the aspirant them. Then we end with Rabbi, we an aspirant for the National Deputy Chairman position. The program Truth Morning Devotion, they return tomorrow. But as always, for God and country, serve your conscience, be honest with yourself, sincere. Try for do waiting right, avoid waiting wrong. Because this country, we no more go change them. Let politics not make you go born school. Where you born them, now you not get for suffer back for una picking them for bill and for let them get side for go school. They return tomorrow, 6:30. We can start early and end at 10 most times. But as always, remember saying at the 2-9 they always does. My name is Amadou Lamwanaba. Have a productive week and continue to stay with Truth Media.
For the run after power, that's a turn force. And some them not for support to that's in a power. And when you want for enjoy them, just tune your radio. You go hear the drama. We man them the ready grammar. Now FM salon for every day. I keep in a party, me say every day. Radio station. For all the politicians, me say right down day. The party king well, the party king jam. I see them. The talking plenty and the shocking. So argument. Ruling party kinde, opposition themselves kinde. I tell you, third force kinde, Vuvuzela themselves kinde. This now we party, political party. For all the politicians, me say right down there.
You dey listen to